Better song. Excuse me. Ooh. Excuse me. What up, everybody? Let's get it going. There's a voice in my head that's better off dead. Sing along a little fucking louder to a happy song. What up, Sean? What? Oh, did Sean make it first? Sean had the first comment. I'm gonna get Sean the first one. Sean, he's like, finally. Oh shit. He's like, I finally did it. Nice. He got here first, and then Belle got here. Hey, Lisa, what's up? Nice. Congratulations, Sean. Nice. Oh, man. Oh, excuse me. Sean, without giving too much, how's your adventure going? The adventure. I know you got that big that adventure. Emily, what's up, girl? What's up? Oh, there's Vegs. What's up, Vegs? Going down in circles. Ooh, stretch. Lots of adventures. I was talking about the one from the States, the state adventure. That was the one I was talking about. That was the one I was talking about. Nah, I didn't want to put your business out there. Sing along. Yeah, I just didn't want to put your business out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that. I'm not like Rowan just dropping dimes left and right. You know what I'm saying? Rune's about to give me some fruit snack. Yeah, baby. He just left here. Rune just left. He stopped here. He's on his way right there. I'm telling you, he should be there. What's up, Veg? What's up, girl? Sean, no worries, no worries. Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's heck yeah. That works out a little better for you. Works out a little better for you. Nice. Heck yeah. Excuse me. Still clearing my throat from the visit. Oh, let me tell you. Oh, there it says P showed up. P made it. Nice. Big. Something's different. Yeah. I got you on at the bar. I'd show it to. Oh, Jesus. Oh, boy. Yeah, so we had an accident today. Oh, wow. That's cool. Yeah, so I had to mow the yard today. I know it's February. I usually don't have to start mowing until March, but and then I had to take a shower because it was very Clifton's. And then I was just trying to. So it slipped. You know how it works. So in case it's too much, listen. I can go like, but I don't know. Do we like this one instead? We can go with this one. If we miss it, you know what I'm saying? Oh, hey, welcome. Welcome in. Be warned, we're a little bit different breed in here. Just she said no difference at all, right? None at all. We're a little different breed in here, just so you know. Please, welcome to stay. We're my voices are feral. It's pretty funny. Yeah. We'll just say that. We will just say that. Thank you for the follow. That's pretty awesome. Forward now. The P, I'm moving up toward the Utica area. What? Utica. I know that place from a movie. I think that's from a movie. I know that from a movie. It's fine. I'm here for it. I've been called feral and hunted. Nice. Well, then you should fit in well, I hope. Haha. Welcome. All right. Oh, man. Excuse me. Woo. Yeah, I can also do it upside down. If that makes it better, I don't know. My kid made it for. They're not happy with me either, just so y'all know. Well, I don't know if y'all are not happy, but they're not happy with me for sure. Razors again. Hey, DW, I didn't see when it said you got here. When did you get here? I didn't even see it. Maybe I was looking away. I don't know. What the heck? Hey, Allie Grace is here. Did I use the salt? You talking about me? You mean, did Rune stop by? Rune always stops by if you're asking me. I don't know what you're talking about. Whose salt are you talking to? Oh, Allie Grace got the rhinestones going. Oh, that was free to. Okay. I didn't know you was talking about. Don't yell at me. Why are you yelling at me, P? I'm just playing. Okay. That feels so weird with the tape. Almost done with the cover, Allie Grace. That's so awesome. Yeah, make sure you post the what mustache? What are you talking about? There's nothing wrong with the mustache. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. The mustache is on. No, it's my mustache. I know, right? I had an accident. I'm sorry. I feel young again. Yeah. Rune always visits. That's a shame. Rune makes sure I'm never out. Well, anyway, we're digressing. How's everybody's day today? Hope it was good. Hope everybody's good. Hey, May made it tonight. I'm gonna die. Dying to live, living to die. She made it so small though. I needed to tell her to make me a bigger one. Hey, what's up, Mickey? Welcome back. Welcome back. You haven't seen Rune in a while. There she is. Ladies and gentlemen, here she goes. There she is. Ladies and gentlemen. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. For Onyx Storm, I haven't been on Onyx Storm live. Tonight is the first night for Onyx Storm live. The last live I did is when I finished Iron Flame. Please correct me if I'm wrong. My voices, but I believe, the last time I was live, minus just a chit chat session, it was when we finished Iron Flame. So this is the first live for Onyx Storm. So you haven't missed Onyx Storm's live. Yes, see? Haha. So yeah, that's right. Haha, see? I am still smart-ish. We always throw that ish in there. All right. Hey, Q made it. What's up, Q? Oh, man. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, guys, she jumped in right with that one. Oh, that's hilarious as heck. Yeah. The lore drop, right? I'm telling you. You hang around, you'll probably find out more. I'm telling you. If you hang around, we end up telling all the secrets. That's how we are. Oh, boy. All right, I think. Okay, I know Mon said she's not going to, be able to be here tonight because she's got to work, I believe. I ran to my hubby so fast yesterday. Son of a guy, you got to hear about Listen Wise. Oh. Yeah, Mon's working. And then you told her you had our story memorized? What the heck? She gave the cliff notes of it. We need a book written about our love. That's hilarious, y'all. Y'all are funny. That song is way too slow right now, I feel. I don't feel that song is working. I don't think that song is going to work either. Is the mustache? I don't know where she got the piece of paper from, but it's so small. I feel like it's almost too small. You know what I'm saying? It definitely needs to book or a duet of what? Oh, Lord. Book to film. Need something a little heavier, and then we're going to get going. No, it's yeah. Something heavy. So I got a bunch of little dead grass in my hair, and I took a shower, and I was trying to clean up and edge up, and I went a little, and then and then eventually it went where it was too small. And you know what? You just can't have one of those mustaches that is too small. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things that's not allowed to happen.
It had to go.
It had to go. It was like, okay, it's too small. Trust. It had to go. What is she talking about? Pitch it to. What are we talking about? Pitching to Michael B. Jordan. I said, oh, thank you for joining the club. That's awesome. That's what she said. Hang on, I missed something. We can produce it ourselves. Oh my God, what are they talking about? Oh my God, book to film. Definitely needs to be a book or duet of the wise. Oh Lord, our love story. Oh jeez, y'all were paying attention to that? Stop. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing. Can we add dragons? So there was actually a funny conversation. Ah, man. There was a funny conversation. It was like, hey, do you think we could take our story and add it to like, make it like a fantasy? And I'm like, so what? Regular Joe Schmo army guy that lives a hard life, meets a regular girl that has some pretty crazy things happen to her when they grow up, lead a pretty crazy life, but love each other. What? How do you put that in the fantasy realm? Like, what are we fighting for Aelin and them? Or like, we're just like a guard and a scribe or something? You know what I mean? They're like, I'd read it. Oh, y'all are funny. Y'all are hilarious. We could do it on our own. Listen, I think the Notebook ripped you guys off. That's hilarious. Fighting for Rune. Listen, I'd be Faye all day. I would be Faye all day, yay. No, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Listen, if somebody wants to try their hand at writing and help us, I don't know, maybe we'll figure it out. We'll do a collab of multiple people and we'll try to figure it out. A vampire? A vampire would be cool, but you know what? Honestly, I've seen so much blood in my life, I really don't want to see anymore. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Liz would be a mage. We always have her as a mage or a healer, you know, the old herbal witch that lives in the woods. You know, she's got her little apothecary out there. Liz needs her own ghost leopard. Actually, you're right, Sean. You're true. You got a point. We could work it. A witch and a hunter. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. She said a witch and a hunter. You, Emily, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. You. Oh man. How far? She's half, almost. She's like a quarter of the way through because there's, I think, 70.
I'm almost a third.
A third of the way on each one? Yeah, she's about a third of the way through her tandem read. So that's cool. I'm excited for her. And then she gets to experience what I still call a masterpiece. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, my own Bellatrix Lestrange.
Curling.
Let me tell you. Woo!
Enjoy your.
I love you. I don't even know what is about to happen. I don't even know what is about to happen.
I'll be here. But on the other side.
But on the other side, oh, you're going inside. Okay, no worries. All right.
Yeah, I gotta do something.
I got you. Yeah, that's still curly from yesterday when she took him out. That's crazy, right? It's tea TikTok. All right, we got 26 here. CP, you just said that she literally just posted a video where she got a red cloak from the TikTok shop, as a matter of fact, and just posted a video and was like, yeah, so I know y'all are gonna talk in the Discord. Anyway, all right. I think most everybody's here. We got our 20. Ooh, flash goal. I still don't know what the flash goal means, but good job, flash goal. Yeah, flash goals. All right. Anybody have any questions before we get into it? Okay, so we all agree Witch and the Hunter with a happy ending. Oh, Emily, y'all are crazy. If a little person gets bit by a werewolf, they turn into a chihuahua. We'll go with any small breed. How about that? I think that's the way to go. That's what we're gonna do. It'll be any small breed, not necessarily a chihuahua. I think we're gonna go that. Okay. What do I think will happen? Okay, so I did read up to 14. I don't know if everybody saw it, because even though I read it this morning, I didn't get it posted till late. Sorry about that. Again, I kind of threw my whole thing off. It just threw the whole thing off. So, Sean, you're funny. We left off at the Grady meet. Okay, I'm going to say this. Captain Grady is every single second lieutenant, first lieutenant that I've almost ever been in a briefing with. I'm just going to say, oh my God, that was the worst briefing ever. And yes, okay, the Tarnation Devils. That's funny. All right, Sean, I will say this. I agree with you, and I made sure I said it in the video. I think it might have been one of the review videos. I think you saw it. Hopefully you saw it. I did say Cat's on our good side now. Cat's on the good side. And all right. And I hate to say it too, but his name is Dane now. It's Dane. We're just gonna call him Dane. All right, he's earned it. It's his dad's fault. He's tried to fix his it took him a while. He had his moments. He's making up for it. All right, and they want to steal the Declaration. All right, Dane's growing on me. Like I said, it's just, I mean, and his name had such a visceral reaction to me for so long. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. So there's that. What is the deal with Vi's dream with Cat? Yeah, see, I haven't figured that out yet. We had a lot of theories on that one, Q, on Sunday when we talked about. I need some more. I need some tape. Hey, Liz, can you bring me some better tape, please? It's gone unsticky. Okay, so let's see. So there was that, Dane. Okay, Cat's dream. Yeah, there's a lot with Cat's dream. That kind of freaked me out too. I think it's a misdirect somehow. All right, even the other characters are like, Dane is so much more normal, right? No, that's probably Violet and Zayden. Kids are gonna call it. Sean has a crush on Cat. Okay, DW could be much worse. A little wabi sabi. So I will say I did think it was funny at what chapter was it? I think it was 11 or 12 or whatever. Right after they announced Professor Royerson, and Professor Zayden Royerson. After they announced that, and then class bounced, and she was like, I gotta go see Dane. And Riri was like, girl, are you feeling okay? Like, what did you say? That shit had me, I laughed at that one. That shit was funny. Okay, clean my glasses. God, problem with being blind. Okay, I can't read the thing. All right, not as much. All right, I think we're ready. Oh, you never saw my... Oh, I'm sorry. They're there on my TikTok still. Unfortunately, you'll have to scroll a while because you'd have 5 books to go down, unfortunately. Or, shameless plug, if you've missed anything I see and you don't want to go scrolling all the way down on my TikTok, I do have a YouTube channel, Wise Bellman Stories. Same thing. I do have them all there. Now, it's all my TikToks in the one large, long video. So if you're on a PC, you can kind of just scroll at the bottom and find it's a little faster than, scrolling like that, because sometimes, TikTok freezes. But anyway, ooh, I got balloons. Look at that. Look at them fancy balloons. That was pretty cool. Oh, thanks, Lev. I appreciate you, Lev. All right. Sean, you're a smart man. I'm buying the. Oh, Jesus. She's doing the last letter. My badge. How rude. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're fighting in the comments again. All right. I have blue tape. Maybe I can use blue tape. Do you think Adarna will let Vi's kids take a ride? Only if it's a girl. Only if it's a girl. She's only going to like the girl. Adarna would only like the little girl, and because she's going to have to teach her the sass. You see what I'm saying? Adarna would, but only for some sass. Yeah, she'll keep the boy away. She'll be like, you ain't worthy. You ain't worthy, my guy. Adarna's a girl's girl. There we go. Yeah, exactly. There we go. Okay, we're crooked, but I mean, so is all of us. You got to get into the realm of the elderlings. Okay. One of the voices, if we'll add that to the list in the Discord. Any kid of Vi and Zayden would be super sad. Oh, for real? All right. Anybody here? Everybody here? All right. I think we're ready to. Dang, y'all are already up to 4.9K likes. All right. TikTok, remember. All right. Let's TikTok. Everything here is for entertainment purposes only. I am not bullying real people. They are fictional characters. I am sorry for any emotions that come out. No people are being harmed in this presentation. Holy shnikes. A fucking Christ, cunt, and shit dick. I can say all that and you'd be fine. But if I say, oh, this guy's a buddy nugget, anyway, digressing. Fictional character, TikTok, exactly. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready? Woo, chapter 15. We're going to try to get 15 to, what'd I say? Where'd my book go? 18 tonight. That's where we're going to try to go. Just don't mention Dane, right? Exactly. I think the algorithm doesn't like Dane hate. All right. The Chinese spies would have been fine with it. Oh, that's funny. That's fun. Oh, thanks for, what is that? Sent, are those peanuts? What are those? Oh, no, stars. What are those called? Stars. Ha! Stars. I like stars. All right. Are we ready? The FBI agents suck. I think my guy might be NSA just because I was in the military for so long. Oh, thank you for the hearts. That's so cool. That was so cool. How do I keep? I think it's just total watch time, Sean. I think since you missed a live or two, maybe. All right, but I think we're ready. All right, I got May. I saw somebody else said we're ready. We're gonna stop. I don't have any extra hidden books, so no jokes today. All right, here we go. Hey, welcome, Samantha. All right. So we ended with they just left Grady and what's her name? Aura, whatever her bitch ass, cunty bitch ass. Anyway, Aurora, she's like, we gonna keep our eyes on you. And then he says, we'll get time. You're safe here. That's all that matters, at least until we go northward. All right. That's how we ended 14. All right. Here. Yeah, it's like, what is it? How is it even spelled? A-U-R-A. Aura. It's like Aura, but I say Aurora. You know how. P, why you gotta make fun of me in names? Y'all know this is how it is. If you of all people, I'm just saying. It's been a while. Okay, here we go. Chapter 15. Some combat signets. Oh, we got a restriction as soon as I started. Stop. What happened? You gotta be... That is wild. I don't know. It just says it right there. I just popped up 2 restrictions. Your live is not eligible for recommendations for the live for 10 minutes. Yeah. Harassment and bullying again. February 9th of 2023. It's freaking wild. All right. There we go. Anyway. All right. It's just us 23 for a while. Let's have some fun. Let's hit it. All right. Chapter 15. Some combat signets are fearsome, but any rider can be brought low by 2 things. How my tape's not feeling. Lack of shield or a group effort. Never give the enemy the advantage of surrounding you. Griffins of Prommel and a study guide by Major Garen Savory. Okay, chapter 15. By the time it's our squad's turn to descend the stone steps of the infantry quadrant outdoor amphitheater on Friday, it's been another 4 days since I've seen Zayden, and he keeps his shield up too frequently so that we may as well just start writing letters again. Hey, I mean, all good relationships start with letters, right? I'm just saying. Carved in the northern ridgeline, we just west of the infantry quadrant. Half Dome Arena is the fighting pit, then lecture hall. It's capable of seating all 1,000+ infantry cadets. But this afternoon in the lecture hall, it's capable of wait, what the heck did I? Where's my? Sorry. It's capable of sitting 1,000+ infantry cadet. But this afternoon, the magically warm space holds our squad. Caroline Ashton. She's a British word. From first wing and the devastatingly beautiful man standing in the middle of the flat base of the amphitheater impatiently carved every line of his face. We know who that is. I've always loved him in uniform. We did, but there's something about seeing him in a tight-fitted sparring gear, sword strapped across his back. Cue the feralness. That makes me instantly wish this was a private teaching session. Add a little bit of more feral. This is incredible, Sloan says ahead of me. The snow is piled up along the edges, but it feels like summer here. Weather Ward, Link's guess, is ruffling the melting snow of his short black hair. I guess there's a little more than that, given the way the magic pulled at me like a sticky piece of toffee while we walked through. I'm sure weather isn't the only thing we're keeping out. Shadow brush against my shield as I strip out of my winter flight jacket. Midway down the steps, I crack open just enough of my defenses to let Zayden in. Does she talk about the mind? We're talking about the mind still, okay? We are in public. Calm down. I've missed you, he said. His gaze devours me, but he does a good job quickly looking away. Same. I lay my jacket on the first row of stones set beside my classmates, leaving me in a traditional sparring gear. This is where you've been hiding out. Welcome to your first session of Signet Sparring. Okay, that's what we're going to call this. And what I like to call the pit, he announces as we reach the base of the steps. The floor is laid in the arched cobblestone pattern of various shades, but only 5 or so feet are visible before the mat begins. Those who can weld, keep your feet on the rock, but, and I cannot stress this enough, off the mat. Those who cannot take a seat in the first row, he gestures to the terraced stone behind us, and the cadets move. If by hiding out you mean constructing incredibly complex wards that might make even your sister proud, then yes. And it's not like you've been accessible. Bodhi says you're either reading with the Darna or as a backrest or welding alone in the range. An hour a day, that's what I've promised myself, no matter how cold it is or how tired I am. I'm on the ridgeline with Taryn, practicing small, more concise strikes until my arms feel like jelly. I spend a lot of time in the library too. I roll my shoulders and it takes my place between Riddick and Riri. Keeping 2 rows back from the mat as I secure the strap of the conduit through the loop of my left side of my wrist. Quest Squad! Maybe headed north, but I'm still reading everything I can find on we're going to call that Deverai. I cannot get that. Anyway, which isn't nearly enough. The Tomb of the Dark Welders, both Queen Mayra and Discount Tire have sent. There have been no hint of a cure or mention of dragons ever touching the Vinny like Adarna did. Maybe it's a good thing I can't spend all my nighttime hours with Zayden, or I would be flying through the books like I am. Let's go. It shouldn't be this hard to sort yourselves out. His gaze wanders to mine. Quest Squad? Riddick gave it a nickname, and it stuck. I shrug as the other squads fill in the right of our 3rd year, standing in a mirror image, our oldest in the center of the arc. Atos leaves for his trip to Caldry soon, so we've been preparing to get into my parents' his quarters. Need my help? He scans over our line, no doubt assessing strengths and weaknesses. No, but I'll let you know if that changes. I bend my left knee, testing to be sure the wrap is still in place. Doesn't matter how often Brendan meds me, that particular joint never stays healed long enough. Well, I mean, let's be honest. That's the thing, that's the same one you bashed against a mountain just, days ago, weeks ago? Like, what the fucking Christ. Any chance you can sneak away to Chantra this weekend? We're dragging Sawyer out and kicking and screaming. We're kicking Sawyer's going out kicking her. I'm sorry. I really got to stop with the Sawyer joke, don't I? I'm sorry. Thank you for the club. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. I hope you have a great time, but watching you across the pub sounds like torture. His jaw ticks. I think we had more time together when I was stationed at Samara. Agreed, but you're safe here. I take stock of who we have on the floor. On Riri's right, Bregan and, Nevi? The third-year Flyers stand with Imogen and Quinn. And to Riddick's left are Traeger, Kat, Marin, Baylor, Avlin, Sloan, and Kaya. Eric and Lynx are seated behind us, and it catches me off guard to realize that all four of the first years in first squad are sitting too. Excuse me. Dragons are taking their time when it comes to channeling. Safe is starting to feel overrated. He looks toward First Wing. You done gossiping amongst yourselves? We were just saying that we were not sure someone who graduates less than a year ago makes the best teacher. Laura Yashel folds his arms. You, Lauren? Mr. Lauren, let me explain something to you. You about to get fucked. The cocky third year with the bright purple locks is one of the best fighters in their wing. Oh shit, Riri whispers. The corner of my lips rise. There and whatever Zayden is about to dish out. Let's see if he can take me down and settle that worry right now. Zayden crooks his fingers. You're a metallurgist, right? My heart twinges. Sawyer should be here too. I whisper to Riri. Yeah, well, everything I tried to convince him has failed. Her mouth tenses. Shit, you're doing your best. I didn't mean. Her shoulder dips. I know. Metallurgist? Lauren nods. So these are nice and sharp. He walks into the mat, drawing the sword from his hips and the dagger from his waist. Ooh, good for you. Zayden claps twice, but keeps his feet planted apart on the mat. I hope they help. Lauren lifts the sword and circles Zayden's to the left. Are you going to draw a weapon? We'll see. Zayden shrugs, his eyes tracking Lauren's movements. Now do us both a favor and don't hold back. Begin. Oh, this is about to be a fucking... He about to get mollywopped. Lauren charges and my ribs tighten like a vase around my lungs. Zayden doesn't move. Lauren runs until he's 3 feet from Zayden and thrusts his sword forward, keeping his daggers tucked at his side. My breath catches as Zayden lets the blade come within inches of his chest and then sidesteps and slams the left fist into the top of Lauren's wrist. Lauren shouts as the sword falls, but he's already pivoting towards Zayden before the blade hits the mat. His left arm swings in an arc that's aimed at slicing open Zayden's jugular. Zayden grabs a hold of Lauren's forearm and spins, yanking the appendage behind Laurel's back and driving his elbow up until Lauren cries out in a painful frustration, then plucks the dagger from Lauren's hands and releases him with a forward shove. The fucking nerve on that one, Riddick mutters, shaking his head. If he'd wait a second longer. But he didn't, because he knew exactly what Lauren intended. A slow smile spreads across my face. I've always loved watching you on the mat. I know, Zayden rolls his neck. I used it to my advantage a few times. Aye, Professor. We're in class right now, Professor. This is not appropriate. Not appropriate. Of course he has. Lauren stumbles, but to his credit, he immediately turns to face Zayden again. Zayden flicks the dagger and lodges it in the mat between Lauren's feet. You threw too much energy into the charge, using brute force instead of finesse as your first-year tactic. He cocks his head to the side and studies Lauren with a look of almost bored. Now that you've proven I'm capable of kicking your ass without breaking a sweat or holding steel, would you say we get to the point of the class and wield? We get to the point of the class and wield. Zayden lifts his arms at 90-degree angle, palms up. Lauren swallows and keeps both eyes on Zayden as he retrieves his weapons. Begin, Zayden orders. Lauren shifts his weight, and there's a definite sheen of panic in his eyes as he circles Zayden again. To my utter consternation, the man I love doesn't even look as Lauren creeps around his back. No, instead of following his opponent move, Zayden looks my way and fucking winks. My guy! Hey! My wife is listening to me read this, my guy. Stop! Fucking winks as attacks from behind. The sword transferring lengthens as he strikes. In fact, he holds my gaze unflinchingly until Lauren raises his blade a few feet from his neck. Then Zayden glances down at his feet where the blade shadow stretches past his boot, elongated by the afternoon sun, and lifts a single finger. The shadow rushes back on Lauren and with a heartbeat wraps around his throat and arm. Zayden steps to the side as Lauren falls to his knees in the very place Zayden had stood. The sword falls, too. abandoned by a Lorn grabbing for the shadows, tightening around his throat. His face blotches on the other squad starts to shift uncomfortably before Zayden drops his hands. The shadow falls back into position, a lower gasps for air. I'm either completely in love with your boyfriend or utterly terrified of him. Riddick said, Riddick, you're in love with him. Just admit it. Not sure at the moment. That's what you are, Riddick. Just admit it. Both, Kat says from her left. You can be both. Trust me. Okay, Kat. Kat, listen, you've already been there, okay? You had your chance. It didn't work. You were too toxic. I'm going to... Sean, get your girl. This is why we got problems, Sean. See? Sean, get your girl. Get your girl, Sean. You shouldn't be either, Traeger mutters. Riddick glances my way and rolls his eyes. He's like, I'm here. Get your girl. She's acting crazy. I bag my smile. I'm never scared of him. Zayden's eyes find mine, and my pulse skips. And he's not my boyfriend. Yeah, you're right. He's not your boyfriend. We're not going to talk about what he is, okay? Let's just say that. Riri snorts, and Riddick offers me a sarcastic thumbs up. Agreed, Zayden says. It's far too casual a term for what we are. A gaze drops to Lauren, and he's still heaving for his breath on the mat. Get up. Lauren staggers to his feet and runs his hands over the purple bruise forming around his throat. I have 2 swords, 4 daggers strapped to me, Zayden tells him. And you didn't think to heat them, twist them, manipulate them in any way? I used my sword, Lauren starts. Foolish choice. Get back to your squad, Zayden dismisses him. And Lauren retrieves his weapons before retreating. I'm sure you all noticed the weather ward we have in place to keep you nice and comfortable for the first few lessons. But what you don't see is that the area on the mat has been protected by the best ward weavers in Navari. He flares his hands and the shadows run up from his feet, expanding in every direction in the cloud of darkness that flies toward us, only to slam against the invisible barrier and flow upward. They withdraw with unnerving speed, clearing the air in front of us in a matter of heartbeats. With only a couple of exceptions, he glances my way. Whatever you wield will stay between the opponent on the mat, and I'm assured your signets will not leave their amplified or endanger the campus. So when I tell you not to hold back, I mean it, because the Veni won't. Next. One by one, he sets just about everyone on their asses. They put the fire welder against him, and he dodges the flame, her own shadows, taking her out at the knees with the flick of his wrist. Jesus Christ. Go ahead. You can be feral. It's okay. I understand. I get it. I'm with you. Quinn steps up and creates 2 versions of himself when the shadows tug from her feet and under her. The real Quinn falls and the projection dissipates. Riri has her own blade plucked from her grasp and lifted to her throat by a wisp of a shadow. Caroline barely gets her hands up before Zayden knocks her backward with one steam. Jesus Christ, of a shadow propel her across the mat and forces her into the stone. God damn, Z! Oh my lord. Nevi steps to the mat, gripping her daggers, uses the lesser magic to levitate them. Now that's fun, Zayden says with a grin as they race toward him, only to be grasped by the shadow and return with their tips poised to strike above her collarbone. Jesus Christ. She puts her hands up, the shadows fall, dropping the blades to the mat. Point made. Zayden asks Nevi to retrieve her blades and steps back on a line. I never need to draw my sword because I am the weapon. I'm just good with blades for the fun of it. No, I'm just good with blades for the fun of it. Nobody likes to show off, Zayden. Nobody likes to show off. I'm just saying. All right. No, Lauren says with his voice still hoarse. You're handing everyone on, excuse me, you're handing everyone their asses on the mat isn't anything new from last year. Correct, Zayden lifts his scared brow. Until now, we spar on challenges. Our priority has been to beat up our opponent at all costs. That means we train in private, we find an edge. The corner of his mouth lifts, like poisoning our opponents. He slides his hand into his pockets, and we keep our tactics secret because we need that edge on the mat. The difference between my position as a cadet last year and even as a wing leader and now is that your teacher is that I want to give you my edge. I want you to learn, not just from me, but from one another. I'll help expose the weaknesses in your signet so that when you come up against a dark wielder with such power, you'll have already practiced how to defeat them. And yeah, I mean, that's smart. You can't find your strengths until you know your weaknesses, just so you know. If you don't have any weaknesses, then you have no strengths. And digressing, sorry, off your soapbox was. Each of you has something to learn, and I'm here to keep you safe while you do it. And what about the ones who can't wield signets? Caroline asked. They're just the practice dummies? Kat scuffs. We're far from helpless. She turns a withering glare on Caroline. You can try your water welding on me, but I'll already be in your head, turning your own emotions against you. She's good at it too, I admit. Yeah, she is. The majority of my weight on my right leg, you will find mine work can be just as deadly, Zayden agrees. And if you haven't learned how to shield, I suggest you spend some time with Professor Carr before facing off with any flyer or anyone wearing a classified patch. He glances at Imogen. Why are we glancing at Imogen? All right. I'm definitely sticking to freaking all the marked ones, all the marked relic ones have 2 signets. At this point, all of them have to. I'm sorry. At this point, all of them have to. All right, sorry. Maybe they don't have to, but it would. Anyway, are you going to teach us how to defeat you? Eric said from behind us. Hell no, why would I do that? A corner of his mouth slowly curves up. I can teach you to try, but there's only one person capable of taking me down one day, and it isn't you, Grey Castle. My cheeks heat as his head swings my way. Let's get back to it while you have some relative privacy. As of next week, the infantry cadets will be sitting in so they can stand half a chance on the battlefield. Zayden scans the line. Gamlin, you're next. Riddick ends up in a cage by the set of icicles of his own making. Sloane retreats to the arena with her hands tied and a shadow behind her back, not even trying. I glance at her rebellion relic and wonder if she's hidden the second signet too. Neither Kat nor Marin get close before they're off the mat and sent stumbling in our direction. But Kat is the only one of the pair who looks momentarily devastated at having failed. You're going to get over him at some point, right? Traeger mutters to Kat. Fall back in line. That's funny, Traeger. Seems like a waste of time to chase someone who doesn't want you when there are plenty of people who do. Kat snaps a gaze in his direction, and I lift a brow. Go, Traeger. And then Zayden lifts his brow at me. No exceptions, Soren Gale. Now this is what I've been waiting to see. Caroline bounces on her toes like a child. Fucking cunt. It's a British word, TikTok, fictional characters, entertainment purposes only. Do me a favor, I say to Zayden, unfastening the conduit's leather strap at me and hooking it over my wrist so the orb fits comfortably in my palm. Then I take 3 steps forward on the mat and open the door to Tarn's power with the hell of a smirk. Don't let me hurt you. Oh, snap it now. I mean, listen, if she wanted to play dirty, all she'd have to do is let her hair down, but that would just let all of the secret out, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, excuse me. All right, that was a fun chat. Ow! Why did I get another live visibility? What's up, baby girl? I need more tape.
Hey, Papa.
It's me. Oh, you are me. Oh, you do look like me. Can I get some more tape for the mustache?
Yeah, so tomorrow in school,
Uh-huh.
the theme is just about somebody that inspires you, like Papa.
Oh, I appreciate it. Oh, you look awesome. Hey, it's my beanie too. Nice. I appreciate that.
I'm gonna get you.
Thank you, baby girl. Oh, sorry. My daughter came out. She said she's going to dress as me because apparently I inspire her. That was pretty cool. Tear. Sorry. Okay. It's a classroom. Why? It's a right? I'm just saying. Listen, who says you can't take the hair down? She is. She's a sweet kid. She is. That one right there. Thank you, my babe. I love you. Appreciate you. Love you. That one, of all of our children, that one right there is literal. When I say this literally, that is literally me if I was a female child at my age. Like if I was her age, you know what I mean? Like she's just me as a female. So it is wild. So wild. So, all right, my mustache is back. My mustache is back. She's the one that made it too. All right, we got to do it this way. She is. She's a mini me. You should try eyelash glue. Ooh, hey, Liz. She should be listening. Liz, we got. I don't know. I don't think she has eyelash glue. Maybe we'll find out. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, are we ready for 16, or do we have any questions before we get into this one? And I'm just saying, she could have taken her hair down. I mean, She didn't have to do anything crazy. Just take her hair down. Make him hesitate for a second. Quick flash of lightning. The next chapter has an important line. All right, let's see if I can find the important line. Zayden would get problems. Yeah. All right. Are we ready? We're ready. Here we go. I don't think I need the helmet yet. All right, here we go. It is hereby suggested strongly that neither bonded dragon nor griffin shall be allowed to land or hunt in a 1-mile vicinity of the village of Chandra in order to sustain the endeavors of our sheep herders through this surge of demand. I think that's fair. That's fair. That's a fair ask. I mean, but again, do you think dragons are gonna fucking listen to y'all? I'm just saying. Taryn, are you gonna listen? Dragons don't listen to humans. I'm just saying. Arrogant, are we? He flashes an undeniable smile as there and gone before I can fully succumb to its knee-wobbling effect. Let's see how you do in the dark. You and me are sitting in the dark. Shadows fill the mat and devour every ounce of sunlight, leaving me in complete and total darkness. If you do this in front of everybody in a dark bubble, get out of here. Get out of here in total darkness in every direction I look. Challenge accepted. This is playing dirty. I lift the conduit just above my shoulder and release a steady flow of power from my left hand. The orb crackling, catching the tendrils of lightning as it imbues the alloy at the center and illuminating the area directly surrounding me. You already have the upper hand, he replies. A strand of shadow caresses my cheek, but it doesn't take form any closer to the conduit. I'm just leveling the playing field. I walk forward, catching a glimpse of him before he fades into darkness once more. Strike, he orders. Any chance of actually hitting you? I think not. My left arm heats and I grit my teeth against the strain of sustained power flow. It's so much easier to strike than trickle. Use our pathway to track me down. His lips brush my back of the neck. A jolt of awareness races down my spine. Talk about electric. But when I spin, he's already gone. That's cheating. I walk left, then forward, then turn around again, completely lost in which direction I am facing. I'm using every tool at your disposal, he points out. Come on, violence, live up to the nickname. I could have killed you a dozen times. Schmeckled. Fictional characters, TikTok. Jesus Christ, I said the K word. Over by now because you're reluctant to strike. I could have schmeckled you with a single non-hyperthal hypothetical strike. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, you're smarter than me. I open my senses, but it's impossible to concentrate on our pathways while my body channels continuously. Fuck it, it's not like I can see through this anyway. Lowering my arm, I cut the flow of power of my fingertips and shadows rush over me, cooling my heated skin. I focus on my connection on the bond and obey the subtle, barely perceptible tug that comes at my right. Good. The bond strengthens when he talks, and I change direction slightly, following the connection. I can wield from anything that casts a shadow, but no one knows the strongest threads that are always my own. But if you can sort through them, feel their difference, you'll be able to track where I am in the darkness. Is that really what you needed me to learn? I run my hands through the shadow, but it all feels the same. You have to learn the difference for both our sakes. The bond surrounds me in the same instant as he wraps his arms around me from behind, and a stronger shadow. His tilts my chin towards my shoulder and up. Only you. He finds mine in the darkness and he kisses me long and slow. I told you, see? I told you it's in class. Only you. His mouth finds mine in darkness and he kisses me long and slow like we were only people in the world. Like our time is infinite and there is nothing more important than hearing my next sigh. Cue the feral. My utter decadence throughout and only makes me want more. My pulse leaps, racing faster with every stroke of his perfect tongue. Strike, he demands, his fingers sliding down my stomach and slipping under my waistband. Or someone might think I'm taking it easy on you. He nips my bottom lip. Easy is the opposite of what I want from you. power rises, humming through me with the instant demand, and I lift my right hand, aiming my palm towards the sky of the open amphitheater. Zayden vanishes from behind me a second before I release the strike. A lightning flashes, illuminating the arena and streaks upward through the barrier of the wards and into the clouds above, and I hear the other cadets' collective gasp before the darkness descends again. You're astounding, he says, already one of his shadows. Why only me, I ask, turning endlessly to find him. You need to be able to find me. Shadows rush against my skin, and less than a breath later, they're gone, leaving me stumbling near in front of the mat. Staring at Zayden retreating back as he climbs the stairs. Class is over. I expect you to come prepared next session, he says over his shoulder. Why only me? I repeat more than we're aware of the other cadets, staring to find my balance, studying me as hoping to discover the mark. Zayden walked away unscathed. Zayden, he doesn't so much pause his ascent, because you're the only one capable of killing me. Dun, dun, dun! Ah! And then there's Violet. Riddick says the next afternoon, waving his mug of ale as we sit on the corner table of the Six Talons pub in Gentra. Scaring off the professor with a lightning strike, he got the fuck out of there and left her stumbling around in the dark. Sawyer laughs, really, truly laughs, and I don't care if it's anyone from the second mug of ale or if Army herself dragged it out of him. I'm just relieved to hear for a second, and it feels like we have him back, like we're all us. The door opens across the room, and the snow blows in before someone manages to shut it against the insistent wind. The noisy pub is crowded with villagers and cadets looking for a Saturday escape. I spot Dane at the bar earlier trying his luck with the second-year healer. Good luck, Dane. And Roddick has already fought off 3 separate attempts to pilfer the 3 chairs we saved across the table from the Flyers. A group of us visit a few temples after lunch, but the Flyers have been gone for hours for worship. If they're not back soon, we'll miss the last wagons back to campus, or Rarison had my own daggers at my throat, Riri said, shaking her head like she still couldn't believe it. I always knew he was powerful, but I never realized he could. She drifts off. Schmeckle everyone in the room without getting up from his seat. I finish off for her, lifting my lavender lemonade to take a sip. To Sam. It's iced tea TikTok. He thinks I need to know how to schmeckle him. The newly sweet drink tastes bitter in my throat. Oh no, I'm always scared when she tastes something different. Maybe he slipped on the border but he isn't gone. One mistake does not equal losing your entire soul. Exactly, she nods. But you always know that. Yep, I set my mug down. Well, not always, but definitely. After he busted into my room and schmeckled Oren and the others during our first year. What are we discussing? Cat asked, setting down a mug on the table and taking the seat directly across from me. She shrugs at her own snow-covered jacket as Marn and Traeger do the same. Rorinson's ability to wipe out, well, everyone. Riddick answers, taking his coat off Marn's seat, and Sawyer moves his crutches to lean against them in the wall behind him. Mirren settles next to Cat and looks her way. That's kind of new, right? Cat stares down in her mug. He wasn't as powerful when she cuts herself off and takes a drink. Our sickness can grow. I say to fill the awkward silence. We spend our lives honing them and to figure our limits. The third year is way more powerful than a first year, just like a colonel can wipe the floor magically with the lieutenant. He never scares you. Cat stares at me over the table. That's what you said yesterday. He never scares you. I get scared for him, but I haven't been scared of him since threshing. I run my finger along the top of my mug. Because your lives are connected, she tilts her head like she's trying to understand. Because he'd never hurt me. I take another drink. He had his reasons for wanting me schmeckled, and instead taught me how to strike a schmeckling blow on the mat. And that was way before threshing. Speaking of sickness, I'm starting to worry. Riri quickly changes the subject. Sloan is a siphon. Avalon begins welding fire last week. Baylor has manifested farsight. Like Liam. To Liam! To Liam! Oh, what are we doing for science? We got to talk about what's happening for science. I want to know what's happening for science. Belines and Eric haven't manifested yet, and the clock is ticking. Riri finishes. What happens if they don't manifest on your timeline? Trigger asks. The magic builds up, and we kind of explode. What did you say? Boom! Riddick makes a correlation motion with his hands. But it's the end of January. We have months before it gets dangerous. Vi didn't manifest until, what, May? Riddick asked me. I blinked, remembering the first time Zayden kissed me against the foundation of the walls. It was actually December. I just didn't realize it. Ha! Yeah. That doesn't comfort me, Riri says, frowning over her mug. The last thing we need is Lynx or Eric exploding on us. Oh, wow. That could get messy. Could you imagine having to like walk into one of their rooms and just like, what happened? That exploded. Oh my Jesus. That would be I've seen that before. Anyway. Woo! Remind me not to stand next to either one of them. Formation cat draws exactly. Better one of them manifesting as an intensic, Riddick mutters. Ooh, but could you imagine execute? No, Riri snaps, then shudders. I can't, and neither should you. She glances at Marin. So, how was Temple? Our offerings were received. Marin answers with a smile. I believe Amari will watch over my brothers in Arisha. I can't think of a family enough for taking them in, Riri. Oh, Riri's family took it. Hell yeah, Riri's family. Are you kidding me? Riri waves off. My mother loves kids, and my dad is thrilled to have 2 little boys running around the house. Hell yeah. I am really sorry that they couldn't stay here with you, though. Marin drops her gaze. Me too. But Baz Gaiath isn't exactly friendly for raising kids. Kat rubs her shoulder. Your temples to Malik and Dune are disproportionately large compared to the other gods here, Traeger notes, leaning back in his chair. Except Amari, of course. It's a regional thing. Sawyer answers, hey! Sawyer's here, pushing up the arms of the chair and readjusting his height. He seems more comfortable wearing the new wood and metal prosthesis. Hey, let's do it, okay? All right, peg leg, Sawyer. All right, let's do it. All right, he's been working on, hasn't been up for discussion, so we haven't pushed. This close to Basgaiath war and Schmeckles are the most on our minds. So true, Riddick agrees. Your scribes don't pray to Hedion? For wisdom, Traeger asked me, leaving his ale untouched long enough for Kat to reach over and steal it with a sly smile. Knowledge and wisdom are 2 different things, I answer. Scribes are careful not to ask for what should be earned. So you weren't a frequent patron when studying to enter the quadrant. He scoots his chair in when some drunk cadet tries to squeeze past him and side-eyes Kat for stealing his drinks. But there's a tilt in his lips. My mother was never temple-minded, which is odd considering you'd think she'd favor Dune. And I'd prefer to spend that worship time in Amari's temple. I glanced down at my nearly empty mug. And then once my father, I frequent Malik, and throughout I'd spent more time yelling at him than praising. I personally prefer Zanil, Riddick answers. You can get through any situation with luck. And ours must have run out because here comes the wing leader, Riri notes. With a quick glance my way, the flyers look over their shoulders, and we all quiet as Dane waits for a group of cadets to walk by before reaching the corner of our table. Vi still has that flat, tortured look in his eyes, and I hate that I can't take it away. Dane, my husband, tightened on the mug. I'd rather be a dick again, even obnoxious in his certainty over this hollow version of himself. Can I talk to you? His attention sweeps over the others at the table. Alone? All right. I push away from the table, leaving behind my lemonade, and follow Dane into the dim, deserted hallway that leads to the pub's private rooms. My stomach clenches as he pivots to face me. I spent the last few days reconning the security on Dad's quarters, and there's no way to sneak other people in without getting caught. He slides his hands into this pocket of his flight jacket. My heart sinks. You won't help me? I told you I would, and I will. His mouth tightens. It's just going to require you to trust me enough to let me retrieve the research and bring it out myself. Preferably tomorrow night, since my father will be gone. Shit. All he'd have to do is hand the research over to his father, and Dane could be back in his good graces. My only assurance that wouldn't happen had been going with him. The history between us, both good and bad, thickens the air. It's up to you, he says with a hint of shrug. Either you trust me or you don't. It's not just that, I rush. There are so many ways this could go wrong. If they catch you with it, or the cadets who consistently follow Zayden and me spot you handing me something over secretively, I've got that figured out. He erupts like I've insulted him. What's your choice? I weigh the pros and cons in less than a heartbeat and sigh. There's a secret compartment under my father's desk in the study. The latch is in the far back center drawer of my mother's. He nods. You'll have it by Monday morning. For better or worse, the faith of our hands rest in Dane 8. Are we for real about this right now? Are we really trusting him at this point? I don't know if I trust him. I didn't know we had to go full on trust in Dane, sorry, at this point. Yes. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Oh my Lord. Oh Lord. They are trust. Okay, you're saying trust. We're trusting him. All right, we're trusting him. We're trusting him. Where am I going? I said I'm going to 17, 18. Oh my, we're trusting him. We are trusting him. And that line, huh? So that line, let's talk about that line really quick. What was that? Let's get. Why only me, huh? Only you. Why only me? You need to be able to find me. Is that when he changes and he turns into a shadow? Excuse me. When he goes in and he can't be found, she's going to go in and find the shadows and pull him out of when he's in his deepest, darkest, fitty mode. That's what's going to happen. Oh, hang on. I think I got to play. Yep, I was here for the puzzle piece. Ha, ha, ha. I was here for the puzzle. Got it right on the first try too, baby. Boom. Only if I can find them in the dark. So he says. All right. She needs to learn the difference in the shadows. Right, yeah. Difference in the shadows. Hey, Jessica's here. I didn't see her. Welcome, Jess. I didn't see you get here. Thank you. I got the puzzle good this time. The other time, it took me like 3 tries the other day. It was crazy. Puzzle, bam. Good slide. All right. Anything else? My mustache. I ain't gonna lie. Have y'all seen the movie? What is it? 1,000 Ways to Die in the West? It's got old boy that does all the voices from Family Guy or whatever. I can't remember his name right now. And then Neil Patrick Harris in it. They got that song in there. Neil Patrick Harris sings mustache. You gotta have a mustache. All right. You need a board for the goes and what they represent. We are working. Okay. Don't worry. We're working on a whiteboard. Yes. The gods. Okay. Yeah. So we're working on a whiteboard while you said that. All the donations that we make when I read live. How am I on a restriction again? What did I say this time? You got to be kidding me. Okay, now we're gone. Okay, maybe just end. No, it's still there. 1041. What did I say at 1041? I don't know. Yeah, Seth MacFarlane. That guy. Yeah, Seth MacFarlane. Seth MacFarlane's in it. Charlize Theron. She's in it, and Neil Patrick Harris. It's a comedy. It's hilarious. So yeah. Anyway, there you go. Funny movie, hilarious. Y'all should check it out. All right. What's happening? It's 9:02 for me. It's 9:02 for me. What are we talking about? TikTok can chill out, right? I don't know. The gods are important. The gods are important. I never get the gods right. Okay. But yes, anyway, any donations that we get, we're going to get a whiteboard that I can wheel out. We're just waiting until we get the donations. Charlize Theron. It's not Charlie. It's she's got the Z. Charlize Theron, right? Theron. You know me in names, Q. Why you got to make fun of me? I'm just playing. You said 1041. When that whiteboard comes, we'll have to do. Oh, yes. Yes, Charlize. See, Charlize. Oh, thank you for the heart. That's awesome. Wink, wink. Oh, that was a wink, wink heart. Oh, thank you for the wink, wink heart. Wink, wink heart. I don't know what those mean. All right, cool. All right, so are we ready for 17? The more you say it, the less I remember her name. The city. Oh, yeah. Deveril. y'all are sending lots of gifts. Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you for all the gifts. Hang on. Why I said TikTok said something at 10:41, it got him in trouble. Oh no, I might have said 10:41. I just at 20:41. That's 8:41. At 20:41. At 20:41. 20:41. So it'd been 8:41 my time. Sorry, I might have misspoken. It said 20:41. Remember, sorry, all my time's in military time. 20:41 night. Okay, so 17 and 18. Bum, bum. Are we about ready? Anything else? I'm gonna wait. What was that town again? I already forgot it. I already forgot the town. Deveril. The Devil's Town. That's what we're gonna call it. The excerpt for the next chapter is so sad. Oh, I got one. Deveril. Oh, that went by so fast. Really? Really? Is that Deverili? Deverarily. There's so many. Long E. See, I love y'all so much for trying to get me through this. Like, it's just like a long E. I don't think I know what a proper long E sounds like. Y'all know how they say Americans are I'm part of that group. I'm just saying. First E like eel. All right. We're just going to get into it. All right. 17. 17. Oh, thanks for another. Oh, thanks, Jesse. Thank you, Jarvis. Welcome. I don't know how long you've been here. Welcome. All right. 17. Here we go. My brightest light. I meant to prepare you, but only had time for half the lesson you needed. What the heck? Half the history, half the truth. And now time runs short. I failed Brennan the day I watched him walk the parapet, failed Mira when I could not stop her from following. But I fear will fail you, your mother, and I trust no one, and neither can you. Retrieve correspondent from Lieutenant Colonel Asher Sorengate. Mother Night. Oh, man. Lilith, that makes you even better. Oh, wow. Damn. Okay, anyway. What the fuck? Thaddeus Neatin. Captain Fitzgibbons read from his diocese the next morning, his voice carrying over the formation of the snow-packed courtyard as he holds death roll in front of him. Nadia Axel, Carissa Tomini. Hearing the names of every member in active service who have the present day takes longer than the typical quadrant death roll, but appreciate the chance. It feels right to honor those losing their lives and also serve a reminder that me, through Major Deborah, have called a moratorium on schmeckling one another within our walls. There's an enemy waiting to do so the second we leave. There's an enemy who thinks I'm going to come for her. Melina Charleston. Captain Fitzgibbons continues in the icy wind gust, tearing at a scroll and stinging the tips of my nose and ears. And Rudolph Sharna. I blink. From third wing, Riddick's head swings left, as do Quinn's and Imogen's in front of all of us. Fell from his seats during maneuvers yesterday, Eric said from behind us. According to the tail section, Ham couldn't see to catch him in the snow. It was an accident. Somehow that makes it feel even worse. We condemn their souls to Malak, Captain Fitzgibbon says. In the new announcements later, formation breaks. We all head toward the dormitory wing, and Sloane grabs my elbows as we reach the door. I need to give you something, she says, staring at the ground. Follow me. Sure. Talking to me is at least a start. She leads me through the rotunda and up through the commons to our small quadrant library on the right. It's empty this time of the morning, and I wait at the last group of study tables as she quickly ducks behind the seat of tall bookshelves. You can look at me, you know. I unbutton my flight jacket. My mother made her choices. You didn't. Not exactly. Sloan pushes her unloaded library card out of the aisle. I felt her power. I could have rejected it. Stopped it even. You couldn't have, Sloan. Don't put this on you, Ricky Bobby. This ain't on you, Sloan. She rolls her card directly in front of me, but I wanted the words up. I wanted to live, so I let it happen. She ends in a whisper. That's a pretty valid emotion, especially considering that my mother had overseen the execution of hers. And I'm not angry. Did you know that I have archives due to today? She interrupts, crouching down to the bottom shelf of the cart. I thought it was kind of fitting, seeing his lamb. Damn it. To lamb! Always went with you when you had it. Do you like it? I managed to ask, my throat squeezing on itself. Well, this morning, it gave me a chance to see Jessie. She stands, pulls a large black canvas bag with her. Thank you. I sling the straps over the bag's shoulder, noting its exceptional weight. She nods, then finally drags her gaze to mine. I wasn't out for revenge. I swear. I'm sorry. I didn't stop her. Yeah, my page. It's all right. My hands clasp around the thick canvas straps, knowing she isn't talking about Jessie. I'm glad you didn't, powering the stone that's going to take someone's life. If I had succeeded, Zayden, Terrence, Segale, and I would all be schmeckled. The world needs Brennan. Eric is irreplaceable, and I wouldn't trade you for any ward, Sloan. My mother made the choice. She had to. You were a tool, but she gave her own life. There you go. Way to go, girl. I like this version of Violet right now. I really like the rational thinking for such a... I like it. Thank you. Her next breath shakes. Anyway, Jessie said to tell you that 2 of the tomes were selected. Oh, a bigger one? We've got a bigger one. Hang on. We got a bigger one. Is that looking funny on the small one? Yeah. I need a bigger one. Oh, my last mustache is bigger. Okay. Hang on. Sorry, folks. We had to get a bigger mustache.
What?
There we go. There we go. Is that better? Now we're better. I mean, if I turn it upside down, it might look like my old one. Hang on. Really quick. Hang on. If I go... No, it's better this way. Yeah, we're better this way. Thank you, baby girl. All right, here we go. Much better. Maybe I need to grow one of them little fancy mustaches. What do you think? Do we look like we would be good with one of these mustaches? Do I need to grow it out? Ha 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 ha. Oh, chip chip cheerio. Let's read a story in British, shall we? Let's see how we can do it. Okay, let's see here. We are going to be full British for a while. Okay. Her next breath, she shakes. Her breath shakes. Anyway, no, I can't do it. Anyway, Jessie said to tell you that 2 of the tomes were her selection, and the others were passed along for her leadership first thing this morning. I should definitely grow the mustache. Read it in British. I'll try. Dane, a smile spreads across his face. Not only did he come through, but he did it in a way that no one potentially watching either of us would suspect. I hold the bag tighter. This could be my father's final body of work. Thank you, good chap. Cheerio. Rumor is you're headed northwest, Sloan. Folds her arms. Unfortunately, that rumor may be true. I grimace. Her face puckers. Seems an odd place to search, given how cold it is. Didn't know about Tan, but what is that name? Thorrit? Thorrit hates the cold. I nod. Makes sense since Thorrit is a red. Many of the line ancestral hatchling grounds were along the limestone cliffs at the edge of the Duns River. My gut tells me north is the wrong direction. But Tarn doesn't mind the cold, as most Browns prefer it. So maybe Grady is onto something, you know. Adarna isn't a big fan of the snow either. But maybe she isn't stereotypical of her kind. I hope for our sake she is, Sloan says. Me too. But I can't ignore the little voice of intuition insisting we should head to the south. When I get a package back from my room, any hope I've felt since finding Dad's research slips into pure frustration as I unwrap it from its parchment to find a locking mechanism that holds the thick leather-bound book closed. It's a 6-letter lock. And if I get the answer wrong, there are 6 vials of ink spaced equidistantly around the edges of the paper. Ready to destroy what is ever inside my father left. Even worse, there's a rune in the center that looks suspicious. And don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Like the one that makes one things end badly if magic tampers with a lock. Yes. Definitely need to spend some time studying the runes. Yes, yes. More rune studying, chap. All right, are we done with the British now? I'm starting to go Scottish. That's why I said I'm starting to lose it. I'm losing it, folks. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Wait until I end up going Russian. Wait until I end up going Russian. You know what I'm saying? Yes, yes. Bravo, chap. Bravo. Okay, I definitely need to spend more time studying the ruin. Chip, chip, cheerio. I pick up a scrap of parchment Dad has stashed in the roll between the lock and read his formal handwriting again. First love is irreplaceable. Fuck. Nothing Dad wrote was ever that simple. What the hell is that supposed to mean? First love is irreplaceable. I had an itch, sorry. I had a little itch. I got a little itchy tape. Oh, God. I had... All right. Well, we're going to go back to normal. All right, back to normal. All right. I got to get this in the right place. Sorry. We got to get in the right place. All right, here we are. Are we wasting time by overthinking this? It's obviously Lilith, right? Riddick asked as we descend the steps to the pit a few days later. First love. Lilith is, it's not going to be easy, excuse me, as Lilith, and Lilith can't be his first love. That would just be too easy. It's going to be something else. There's Dad's little dirty little secret right here, right? As we descend into the steps a few pits later, Dad would have wanted me to overthink, and if I'm wrong, we ruin whatever's in there. I tuck my jacket under my arm and scan the bottom of the amphitheater in hopes of seeing Zayden. Maybe we're not thinking fatherly enough, Riri muses. Good idea, so maybe it's Bren. Riddick counts on his finger. You dummy. Never mind, that has too many letters. Mirror is too short, but what about Violet? That's only 6, my guy. Honestly, it's not like my dad made it about himself. Both Lilith and Violet are too obvious. We passed by the infantry. Wait, it was 6 vials? Was it 6 vials or 7? I thought it was 7. Maybe it's 6. I'll have to look. Both are too obvious. We passed the infantry where we sat in the middle of the Terrence rows and spotted Calvin, the squad leader of one of the infantry units. We've been paired up with during RSC. I nod and he returns gestures fine. Then who Brennan's first love? Riddick asks as we near the bottom of the steps. There's 9 years between us. It's not like he was filming me in on his romantic exploits. I pause as Riddick shuffles in his seats beside Morin, though I do remember Mary saying he'd been in a relationship with a writer a year or 2 older than him. 6 letters. Thank you, Belle. Thank you. It's twitching as I talk. Guess that runs in the family. Riddick checks his jackets. Are you guys still trying to figure out the password to open the damn book? Cat asked, leaning forward and earning a backwards glance from the first year seated ahead of us. Obviously, or they wouldn't be talking about it, Traeger. I like Traeger, y'all. I fucking like Traeger. Resting his elbows on the rise behind him and leaning back, space much? Nevi shoves her arms and rides her boots. What book? The one Violet's father left that everyone seems to think might have some information about a Darner's Kindwent. Kat answers. I shoot her over a look and shrugs. What? No one on the squad is going to hand over, and you obviously need some more options if you're getting comfortable enough to actually try and input a password. Fair point, but still. Fine. Who's Mara's first love? Riri asks, her gazing dart between Evelyn, Kaya, and Baylor, who are seated far apart as possible. I think, tilting my head and fastening the conduit bracelet over the raw band of skin around my waist. An hour of a wielding day is definitely helping me pull down more precise strikes, but my body is over it. I'm not sure she's really ever been in love, or she has never seen anything to me about it. You haven't even seen Zayden when your dad met Malik. Roddick stares at me and sighs over the complete exaggeration. Hello, who is your first love? Oh, that's not happening. I set my hands in my lap and noticed more infantry pouring in above us. Nothing like being humbled in front of an audience. My father couldn't stand the first guy I really dated and never knew about the second. Eric turns to the entire torso to look at me. How many letters? I narrow my eyes. 6. He lifts 2 sandy brown eyes. I mean, It fits. Absolutely not. My heat stings my cheeks. Hold on. Riddick's head swings between the two of us. Is the first year entitled to information we don't have? Good afternoon. All right, Professor Zayden, you fucking shit up right now, my guy. We was about to find... Zayden fills the amphitheater as he strides in from the tunnel, all Rico. Fucking goddamn it. Dressed the entertainment TikTok. Dressed in sparring gear that immediately has all attention. Surprisingly, Garrick is at his side. Yeah, right. Everybody's at attention when Zayden walks in. Oh, Imogen is going to love having class today. I bet she is. Riddick reaches the back of his head. Riders, if you take your positions as you did last class, Zayden motions to the ring of cobblestone outside the mat. Hopefully no one gets performance anxiety because as you can see, he gestures to the seats behind us. We have a full house today. Not sleeping well, I ask him, noting the circles beneath his eyes. Abandoning our coats, my squad heads for the edge of the mat, mirroring first wing. A certain hazel-eyed rider kept me up late last night. His head turns and says something to Garrick, who nods, which I didn't mind since my bed is too cold without you physically in it and too quiet without you screaming my name. Pharaoh! Oh, boy. Man, you get a shadow daddy. You get a professor shadow daddy. I mean, he just plays all the roles. I mean, is he a plumber and a pizza delivery guy, too? I mean, what the heck, my guy? Oh, he wants to play a corner of my mouth lips. You know, God damn it. In class, my guys. Game on. I miss Arish. I miss sleeping next to you. Find a way to sneak me in, and I'll keep that bed at precisely the right temperature for you to get some rest. I roll my shoulders and stretch my arms out just like my squad mates are doing. If I find you in my bed, there's no resting. Trust me. Milkman. Is he the milkman? I tell you what. She said I'm settled for the laundry. Q, come on. Bring him up. Come on, Q. We got good stuff. You're going to find your shadow daddy. I know we're going to do it. We'll find him. All right, hang on. Where was I? Zayden turns me to the front mat, bracing his feet apart mine, folding his beautiful toned arms. Lieutenant Tavis here is incredibly powerful wind welder. Don't forget that I know exactly how to knock you out in the night. I drop my arms and Zayden shoots me a warning look, but the edge of his mouth curl up, and he has agreed to let you try your best to bring him. He full-on smirks. Knock me out? You're usually the one begging for mercy after a few O'Reilly's Olympics. Ow! And want to see begging? All I have to do is swirl my tongue around the tip. Just the tip. Just swirl it around the tip. Anyway, excuse me. He was non-existent bug, and Garrick glances at my side. You know, Garrick is like, these two bitches are at it again. Down, he finally finishes. Lieutenant Tavis is willing to be your sparring dummy. He rolls his neck and chances look in my direction. I simply smile. You started it. I'd give anything to be able to finish it. Oh my God, we are in class. We are in class, my guy. This is why, man, my kids ain't going to college. Not professors like this. That's all I'm saying. I'd give anything to be able to finish. You're not going to death. Man, you're going to be the death of me. So he keeps saying. I try not to think about the other ways the statement can be interpreted. The fire wielder steps up first and Garrick blows her flame back at her. That's unnerving, Riddick mutters, and Imogen masks a smile to my right. We go as a team, Riri says quietly by my side. They never said it had to be one-on-one. Good idea. Riri relays orders quietly. Okay. The metallurgist Loran, the chode, you're a level 1 chode, learned from his last attempt, and within seconds, Garrick unclipped his harness across his checks, and the scabbards fall from his back before he blasts Lauren with his ass in the air. His ass with air. You ready to join in the second squad? Garrick asked, crooking his fingers directly at Imogen. You don't want anything to do with these. She lifts her hands. So why don't you put them on me and we'll see. Ooh. A corner of his mouth, tits and dimples pop in his cheeks. Let's do it. Oh gods, just stop flirting and fuck all. Ah, Riddick, I fucking love you, Riddick. Oh gods, just stop flirting and fuck already. Tell him, Riddick. Every head slowly turns in his direction. Did I say that out loud? I said that out loud. My bad, y'all. My bad. How do I know that by the freezing effect my inner monologue is no longer working? Oh yeah, you did. I reply, patting him on his back. Garrick's gonna blow you off the mat. Now that I might enjoy that. Oh my God, Riddick. Is that Riddick saying that? Yep. Depending on your method he chooses, Riddick winces. I'm gonna stop talking now. You might want to keep the inside voices inside while we're up there. I agree, following Riri, Cat, Quinn on the mat, hauling Riddick behind me when he hesitates. How exactly is this fair? Garrick asks. We're never alone on the battlefield, are we? I tilt my head to the side. His face tightens, obviously getting my meaning. We fight as a squad, Riri said from the center of our group, and Riddick moves to my left. Solid point. Zayden retreats to the back of the mat. Begin. Riri lifts her hand beside me and two of Garrick's daggers appear before them. Nice, Garrick admitted with a slight smirk, then flicks his hands upwards. Riddick steps forward, simultaneously throwing a wall of ice up, instantly battered by a gust of wind that rivals the tornado Taryn and I got caught up in. The edge of the ice chips of the assault and chunky chunks barrel away. I spin towards the squad and tackle Riri to the ground as the ice flies over her head so near I can hear it whistle by. Too close, Zayden bellows, and I look up to see him taking a step in Garrick's direction, rage etched in the hard lines on his face. Don't. I'm fine. I stagger to my feet as Quinn squeezes my eyes shut and turns her palms toward the sun. He nearly took off your fucking head. Zayden looks at Garrick in a way I've never seen, like his best friend has suddenly morphed into prey. And there's that cold edge in his eyes that prickles the hair on the back of his neck. My power rises in response, and I welcome it with open arms, savoring a quick rush of heat and the hum of energy in my veins. My head is still firmly attached, though translucent ice. I see two Quinns appear on Garrick's side. Give me his blade. I pivot towards Riri and hold out my right hand, which she promptly fills with Garrick's dagger. To my shock, Garrick stares at one Quinn and then the other, and then his head pivots. Pivot! Between the two quickly and repeatedly. Cat, you're going to have to be fast, Riri warns. No worries there. The second wind dies. I step around Riddick's ice and then throw Garrick's own dagger close enough to scare him, but not cause any real damage. Heat flushes my skin as power builds, demanding to be set free. His hand whips us upward, and the wind gust knocks the blade off course, causing it to land about 20 feet to the right behind him. Fine, that works too. He starts to redirect, bringing his head toward the front of his body again, but mine is already skyward. The conduit siphons off just enough power to give me control I need, and I release the rest, pulling the power downward in a precise flick of my wrist. Lightning scorches the air, rendering it with the flash of brilliant strikes true, flaring bright as the spears from the sky, then disappearing as quickly as it came. That's what she said. The thunder swallows a few steps of grass that screams from the seats to my right, but I keep my eyes on Garrick and my hands held skyward. My eyes widens. You really did it. I did it. The conduit hums in my left hand. Hate to tell you, Sorendale, but not only did you leave yourself exposed, you also missed, he grins. Did I? I looked pointedly to the smoking hilt of his melted blade behind him, and he follows my line of sight, visibly tense when he spots the ruined dagger. If I wanted you dead, you'd be dead. Fictional characters TikTok. By Malik, I fucking love you, Zayden says. And if I'm exposed, fine. The rest of my squad is alive, I shrug. Zayden's glance cuts to mine. Garrick turns back toward me, his mouth hanging slightly agape, and someone begins to slowly clap from the top steps. I look up along with everyone else and my balance wobbles. No, No, no. Sandy brown hair falls recklessly over his left eye as he starts down the steps, and I know it's illogical, but I swear I can see just how green those eyes are, and from all the way down here. Help, Eric, hide. I tell Zayden now. Ah, shit. Done. A royal herald puffs out his chest on the edge of the back row. His Royal Highness Prince Choden! Choden! Ah. Every cadet rises to their feet. Sit, he says, loud enough for his voice to carry over the amphitheater, and mentions downward with his hands, and I know the look on his face all too well. He's perfected an expression of relatable annoyance at the fanfare when really he lives for this shit. Impressive, he tells me, passing the first row and rock wall that separates it from the arena and stepped onto the cobblestone. Breathe. Just breathe. Your Highness, you'd be safer in the seats, Garrick starts, and yet I think the view is much better from right here. He slides his hands in his pocket, and he professionally tailored dark blue infantry uniform inspires. Please, don't let me stop you. Garrick looks back. I'm guessing Zayden, but I'm too busy keeping my gaze locked on Choden, so I don't draw an accidental attention to Eric by checking. Garrick nods and looks to the line of riders. Next. Our squad walks off the mat, and instead of filing in with the second years, I take an empty seat, placed next to Choden, noting that one of the two guards stationed close behind him is it's Captain Raggedy Ann Windshire. I like her. I like Captain Ann. I think she's going to be a good peeps. I think Ann's a good peeps so far. At least I like her. Yeah, hopefully I'm right, but we'll see. She isn't just the infantry liaison for Quest Squad. Quest Squad! Ah, she's Choden's. I'd been native to assume he'd removed himself from the task force, and if Hayden ever realized that Zayden is the reason his twin isn't breathing, well, he won't be as understanding as Eric. This is bad. What are you doing here? I asked, glancing over at him. He doesn't seem as tall as I remember, and definitely a couple of inches shorter than Eric, but he's just strikingly beautiful as the last time I saw him. His high cheekbones, his mouth tilted in a permanent smirk. The perfect proportions of his features are enough to turn his head, but his eyes are a real showstopper. Can I have a story where there are some ugly people or some regular looking people? Everybody's so fucking pretty. Hi, I am a small girl of 18 years old. I am very petite with a badonkadonk. I am a 500-year-old Feyman. I look sick. Can I have a regular looking dude with a big ass schnoz or something? I'm just saying. Quest Squad! Sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm off my soapbox. It doesn't seem as tall as I remember. Definitely a couple of inches shorter than Eric, but he's strikingly as beautiful as last time. His high cheekbones, mouth tilted in a permanent smirk, and a perfect proportion of his features enough to turn heads, but his eyes are the real showstoppers. They're as green as summer leaves, but man, do they wander. Learning, of course, like everyone else in this arena. He flashes a smile at the edges of his eyes, actually crinkle. Never figured you for a rider black, but powder looks good on you. Hey, excuse me. Don't I shake my head and face the match. Garrick blasts the remnants of Riddick walls away with a gust of wind, and Caroline Ashton, she's a cunt. TikTok, British word. Take the mat, bring the file welder with her. Zayden gazes narrows and jumps to Holden in mind, and then he turns his attention to the sparring mat. I don't mean in the arena. I hooked the conduit in the strap on my hip. What are you doing at Bass Guyeth? It's not exactly alumni weekend. Please don't say going northward with us. Straight to business. I feel the weight of his stare on his studies of my profile. You aren't going to ask how I've been? My brother's missing, you know. He sounds exactly 0% worried. This dude he really is a fucking chode. Like, he chode in his, like, this dude. Is he? I fold my arms, or did Cam just need some space from your ego? Get him! Both Caroline and the fire welder fly backward, landing on their asses, before sliding to the edge of the mat. What made Second Squad's assault effective was the use of mind work. Garrick reminds the First Wing Squad, Quinn and Cat worked together to fuck with my head, giving Sorengale enough time to strike. Not that she needed it, Trigger calls out. He's right. I could have struck at any moment. I simply waited until I could be certain of my accuracy. A smile quirky smile quirks at the corner of Zayden's mouth. Seriously, though, Holden tisks. No hello, not even a compliment on the tailoring of my uniform or the fresh cut hair. I'm heartbroken, but fuck this cunt. I don't like this bitch at all, dude. Fuck this asshole. He's a bitch. I don't like him. Like, I don't. Hey, welcome, Pixie. She made it. Yay, Pixie. I'm sorry, but I don't like Holden at all. I don't. He's an arrogant fuck. No, I don't like him. You have your own heart to. You have to own a heart to break it. I immediately counter. And the only hair I remember is your professor covering your face when I walked in on her riding you. Woo! Let's go. It was Auburn, right? Ow, damn. The next batch heads up in time, armed with flyers, and Zayden changes positions, moving slightly left. Ouch, you wound me. Choden rubs his chest. Yes, I cheated. But you have to remember, I was still suffering from the loss of my twin. Wait. She wasn't with. Oh, no way. Stop. What? Get the fuck out of here. No. Oh my. I am so. We all make mistakes. I can't say anything. I'm. All right. You're lucky, see, Violet. You're lucky I look at myself before I judge you. You're lucky I look at myself, Violet, because I was about to go ape shit back crazy. TikTok entertainment purposes. Okay? Entertainment. She's fictional character. I was about to say, oh, okay. Oh, the infantry guy. Son of a bitch. You mother. Holden, yeah. You doubled. You're a level 4 Chode now. You're level 4. You doubled because of that bullshit. You're lucky I only doubled you. Fucking cunt. Digressing. Sorry. Oh, fucking Christ. And you cheated on her. That should double it. You're a level. I don't know. Should we make him a level 5? Should we make him a level 5 or a level 6 Chode? Level 5 or level 6? Because that's where he is. Oh my Lord. 6? I got one for 6. 5,000. All right. You want to make him Omega? Wait, DW, did you really already want to make him a level Omega Chode right now? I'm thinking 6 was good. Man, DW was already over it. She was like, nah, fuck this. Straight to the top. Send him to the top. Like, to the dungeon. All right, we're going to put him at a 6 now. We'll put him at a 6. I saw a bunch of 6s. We'll put him at a 6. But he's going to get promoted? Okay, well, let's let it build. Oh, God, Allie Grace is... All right, we'll figure it out. All right. That's why Lilith's questions is tasty. Ah, yes, I remember that now. DW said, yeet him to the moon. That's funny as fuck. Okay, let's get back. Oh, my God, you cheated on our girl. What a cuntapus. All right, wow. And covering your face when I walked in on her ride. It was all, wow. You wound me. Yeah, I cheated. I was still suffering. Stupid thoughts, thoughtless, cruel. I suggest grief doesn't excuse any of that. Never did. He signs, and here I thought you'd thank me for offering to step in and agree with you in regarding the upcoming mission. How so? My brow crouches. He reaches in his uniform pocket and retrieves a missive bearing the wax-broken seal of Discount Tire. Here, Grady is taking too long and has yet to present a clear path that satisfies my father. I like this option. I take the parchment and my eyes widen. It's addressed to me. Don't get caught up in the details. He shrugs apologetically. My mouth tightens as I open the folded parchment. Cadet Sorngale, as per our agreement, here are your requested tomes. I have also handpicked a selection from my personal library I hope you'll find educational. In regard to your search, King Cortland of Devil's Land has agreed to a single meeting, noble blood only, for the reasonable price of the... What the hell? Amelian Citron. Queen Mara has agreed to gift the gem to him, but you will not be responsible for its retrieval from its display in Annika. Please let me know when you have the citron in hand so I can schedule our visit. In service, Viscount Tire. Oh my God. All right, so we got to go in the real world with fucking the discount man. Fuck me running. You're doing a library exchange with the man first in line for the Premier's throne. Guess you didn't leave the scribes entirely behind. Choden muses as I finish reading. You shouldn't be reading my messages. I fold the parchment and tuck it into an empty dagger sheath along my ribs. Lucky for you, I am. Lucky, you're kidding. I scoff as Garrick sends another writing flyer. I wouldn't kid about your upcoming mission, or you. He looks my way. I did some research. You mean you had someone do your research, I counter. Same thing. No, it's not, you cunt. British word, TikTok. The Emilian citrine is a lesser magic amplifier worn by one of the members of the First Drift. If you're willing to retrieve it, I'm willing to order Grady to change courses. Oh. It's not that simple. Antica is an occupied territory. I'm not just sure if it's still occupied or one of the cities that drained and moved on from there. Either way, it's beyond the wards, and his going there is a risk to Xaden. Like I said, if you want to go, I'll step in on your behalf. I owe you at least that. And the title overpowers rank every day. He clears his throat. Tell me, tell me, is it true what they say? You and Royerson? He says Xaden's name with their cringe-worthy disgust. If you're asking me if I'm in love with him, then the answer is wholeheartedly yes. I glance Xaden's way and find his eyes already on me. If you're prodding to see if we're still together, then let me assure you we're adhering to the code of conduct in a way you've never bothered to. You can report that to your father. I wasn't asking for my father, Vi. I was asking for me. Fuck off, you cunt! Get out of here! Get out of here! Ah, what a chode. Entertainment purposes only, TikTok. What? You what? I forgot all pretense of you watching the sparring match, holding my full attention. I never told you I was sorry. Get bent. His face softens and his gaze skims over my face like he's noticing every detail that's changed. And I should have. If you're not with Royerson, I am in love with him, Abyssal. I haven't so much as thought about you in years. Don't chase just because you like a challenge. You'll lose. Choden scuffs. Anyone who's ever dated a writer knows their first priority. Their first love is their dragon. Dun, dun, dun. Once you accept that, another man hardly feels like a challenge. My lips part. He's right. Our first priorities are our dragons. They're irreplaceable. You know, don't know what I mean. Sorry. Besides, with all the time we have coming up together on the mission, I thought maybe you'd at least be willing to have a quiet dinner with me. His smirk slips. Tell me you don't let your non-boyfriend control you. Allow me to apologize properly the way I should have 3 years ago. He lifts his hand toward the loosened strands of my braid, but never makes it. Shadows blast through the wards and hit Choden in the chest like a battering ram, sending the crown prince of Navarre flying backwards, straight into the rock wall. Shit, 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 shit. You're gonna regret that one in the morning. God damn it. Yeah, right. Chow down! Chow down! What is happening? Oh my God. Oh, Choden. He is a fucking chode, like for real. All right, we got one more, right? Yeah, 1, 2. Oh, it's not a big 1, 2. Yeah, it's only a 4-pager. Nice. Get him, Professor, right? Get him, Professor. Never did I ever get him, Professor. What did you say? That's hilarious. Hands off my violence, right? Oh, my Lord. Ugh. Y'all are at 47K likes. Sorry, I have to. Whew, my mustache. Yeetus, deletus. I'm cool with him being. I'm cool with Choden being deleted. I really am. I might DW. I might be with you on this one, where he might just needs to automatically go to Omega level, like straight to the front of the line. You know what I'm saying? Like holy crap, straight to the front of the line. Fucking Chode, Omega level, right? Excuse me. Oh no, he insults Tool. Like he makes a Tool look like a good guy. Like you know what I mean? He's not even a Tool. Like at least Tool is a good music band. I'm just saying. Straight to Omega. We have 3 Omega level chodes now. Let's just boom. Let's just make it like that. Let's just make it. We have 3 Omega level chodes right now. We got Nolan, we got Chodish, and now we've got Choden. All right. Yes, Dane is actually, listen, Dane is no longer a chode. We have removed Dane from chode status, at least currently. Can he go back on? Yes. Hey, Miss Wolverine. Dane's in good guy status. He hasn't earned a nickname yet. He's just Dane with no, that's all he gets. He's just Dane, the former chode. He was our, Dane is, if everybody saw our recruiting poster that P the Reader made, you know, you too can stop being a chode. That was because Dane did so good at stop being a chode. So tools are useful, exactly. He's exactly a spinner, exactly. Ticks and leeches, right? Oh, there we go. Probation, I like that. He's on probation. There you go, left shoe. Probation. Dane is on probation right now. We're on a trial basis. All right. Are we ready for the last chapter for tonight, my voices? The voices in my head coming down, ringing. He's earned trust. He is. He's getting back. Dane, and if he can pull off the book heist, like, he gonna get it back even more. Like, I'm all about it. You know what I'm saying? All right, I saw 2 for the last chapter for tonight. 2 for tonight. Here we go. Ready, Freddy? That was 3. 3 to get ready and 4 to go. Around you, swivel my blue suede shoes. I cannot imagine sustainable life beyond the Emerald Sea. No ship has ever survived the tempest form, its ice-tipped waves. The only sailor who returned from her exploration do so defeated. It's like 5-ish pages. Not too bad. 5-ish pages. It's not a long one. The Last Admiral, a memoir by Admiral Livian Crosslight. Chapter 18. Choden, I rush to kneel by his side and the shadows evaporates like it was never there. Are you all right? My prince! Anna jumps to the cobblestone, panic filling her eyes as the second guard joins her. Oh, Choden, are you? Not just his guard. My eyebrows. Oh, no. Raggedy Ann. No way. Violet, tell her he was just hitting on you. Tell her he was just hitting on you. Oh, hell no. Girl, Raggedy Ann, we got to get you right. Oh, please no, my friend. Please tell me that's just because she's a guard. Oh, not just, no. My eyebrows raised and I glance at her hair. Yep, redheads. No! Raggedy Ann! Fucking bad decisions. No, red flag, run, my girl, run. Holden waves her off, visibly fights for breath, and both guards retreat. Thank you, Malik. Zayden didn't schmeckle him. There isn't even a crack into the rock above his head. Give it a second, you'll be able to breathe, I promise. Choden, praying his ribs aren't broken. Bootsteps approach from behind me. A wave of glittering onyx wraps around like my mind, like a caress. Sorry about that. Zayden says in the tone implying otherwise. I was blocking a potential lethal blow to the first year, and it seems to have knocked the wind right out of you. I arch an eyebrow, slowly looking over my shoulder. Seriously? He was going to touch you. The glacial rage in his eyes has minds widening. Right, because that's a mature response. It's Violet. Listen, I have 22 in me. I think we have 23 people that all agree that it's a valid response for that person. That's one of those variables, okay? We have to critical thinking. We have that. We use it. He's a bad okay. We're going to learn her. She's still young. She's still young. We're going to learn her, guys and gals. We're going to learn her. All right. Ay. Choden sucks in a breath, then another. Quiet. All right. It wasn't a response. It simply was. Zayden crouches behind me, and Choden pushes himself upright. Let's get 3 things straight, Your Highness. First, I have remarkable hearing thanks to the shadows. Oh, hang on. That was 2 pages. Hang on. Ixnay, too many pages folded. Burp, 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 burp. Shadows at every feet. Second, I don't control Violet. Never have, never will. But third, and most importantly, he lowers his voice. She really, honestly hasn't thought about you. At least not the second she set her eyes on me. I'm going to fucking schmeckle him. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, Zayden just says, hands off my girl, bitch. That's what he said. I can't tell him, begs louder for the kids in the back, bitches. All right. Answer. Sir. An hour later, I'm still seething as I sit with Riri on my bed, turning the fingernail-sized bronze dial until each letter is visible in the book's locking mechanism. My finger hover over the tiny levers that will either open the book or destroy it. I can't do it. We could talk about how your non-boyfriend threw your clearly ex-boyfriend into the wall instead. Ha ha! I love it, Riri. Or even chat about how you've never mentioned you were in a relationship with the prince. Fucking get her, Riri! Never seemed important, I shrugged. All right, valid. He was just Choden to me, like Eric is Eric. And I promised myself I wouldn't give him an ounce of my headspace. And when he turned out to be the asshole everyone warned me he was... Oh, and you were warned about him too! Oh my God. Okay. Stop wise. You did this. A prince, a duke, clearly you have your type. Oh, she does have a type, right? 50K, grats, y'all. 50K. Grats on the likes. 50K, y'all kicking ass. She was a baby. We're giving her some slack. We got her. It's okay. We can still be angry. We gotta call it out so she makes sure she understands. A prince, a duke, clearly you have your type, she teases. Did Zayden know? I shake my head. Holden didn't have Zayden arrested, but there was a definite gleam of promised revenge in his eyes when he strode up the stairs with his guards. Oh, if you try to do something on a mission, that's gonna end. Drop him in the ocean. Class ended shortly after that. That explains the wall, she muses. Zayden complete and utter lack of control over his temper because he's Vinny is what explains the wall. But I'm not exactly going to say that to her, so I change the subject. Sir. It's the right answer. I say mostly to myself. My father words rotate on the axis of my mother, and they didn't meet until third year. His first real love would have been Sir, and she was irreplaceable. Our entire family's happiness rested on her health and survival. Wait. Sir was Mom's dragon, right? Wasn't Sir Mom's dragon? Yeah, Sir was her mom's dragon. Okay. Thank you. I was just trying to make sure. I was like, yeah. Okay. Thank you, head. Okay, hang on. Class ended shortly after that. That explains the wall. Zayden's complete and utter lack of control over his temper because he's a Vinny explains the wall. But I'm not exactly going to say that herself, so I changed the subject. Sir, it's the right answer. I say mostly to myself. My father's words rotated on the axis of my mother, and they didn't meet until third year. Her first real love would have been Sir, and she was irreplaceable. Our entire family happiness rested on her health and survival. You don't have to convince me. Reese sits with one leg bent under her hand and outstretched toward the book. I rest the tip of my finger against the lever. You think you can save my ass if I'm wrong? I've never tried to retrieve 6 vials worth of liquid or any liquid, but I think I can grab enough that at least all of your father's work won't be ruined. She flexes her finger, then sighs. And if that rune activates, well, there can be too much power stored in there. Probably just enough to destroy the book. Probably, I nod. I can tell you I'd rather climb the gauntlet again than be wrong about this. Then don't be wrong. I'm not. Lilith is the obvious answer, and therefore it's the wrong one. Everyone else would have entered it without a second thought and ruined the book. No, he left this for me. I press the lever. It sinks into the mechanism, and my heart stumbles over its own beat. When I hear the metallic clicks of the device unlocking, the book opens, and the 6 vials of ink pivot to lie flat along the pages, their contents perfectly sealed. Thank you, Zanil. I think that one might be better directed to Hedian, but I'll take whatever God is with us, Riri says, scooting closer as I rotate the book so we can both read. Okay, here we go. History lessons, folks. A History of the Second Kravlin Uprising, draft by Lieutenant Colonel Asher Sorengale. I read, smiling at the familiar sight of the formal handwriting. All of that for a history text. Riri shakes her head. You Sorengales or something else. I flip the next page and suck in a sharp breath of the first words. Dear Violet. Oh, God, it was directed to her. Oh, man. Fucking Christ. Hang on. I need more tape for my mustache. It's falling off. I need more tape for my mustache. Okay. Oh, man. Dear Violet, it's written, but I can hear his voice, so it's clearly in my head that my eyes immediately sting. Fuck. Damn. Not just a history text, then. Ruby wraps her arm around my shoulders. How about I give you some time with your dad? I'll knock when we need to head out for flight maneuvers. I nod slightly in thanks. And Ruby leaves the door, closing it behind her. I want to read it instantly, yet simultaneously limit myself to a single line so I can save another for tomorrow and then another day after, like I have with my mother's journals. I could make it last, keep him with me as long as possible, but I need the knowledge now. So I lift the book into my lap and begin. Dear Violet. It's my most sincere hope that you are reading this by my side, laughing at the glorious mess that is the first draft, but I fear that may not be the case. If I now walk alongside Malik with your brother, then guard the manuscript carefully. Oh, I got some, baby. I need some more. Thank you, love. I love you. Appreciate you. Thank you. If I won't walk aside Malik with your brother and then guard his manuscript carefully. But the worst has happened when your mother has joined us. Oh, Jesus. But the worst has happened if your mother has joined us. Then we must protect this knowledge with the very life. Within these pages, you'll find my careful study of the Second Krovlin Uprising. But my daughter, remember what I taught you about history. It's a simple collection of stories, each influenced by those that happened before and steering the ones to come. I wrote this study so it could be read by others, but understood by you. If time is sweet, pursue at leisure. You'll find the connection between the uprising and the pursuit of feather tails. You'll find the connection between the uprising and the pursuit of feather tails to be both alarming and enlightening. But if time has indeed run out, you'll seek the weapon to defeat those who you've only learned about through lore. Then abandon your robe and ride for Cordon Bleu. We have always struggled with the Corvish, but I made sure Dane would be capable should you need him. Should he not choose to cross the parapet this summer, if he follows in the footsteps of his father, you must find the strength to let go of your affection for him. For Cordon, passage to Devil's Isle, you will be safe beyond the reach of magic. Whoa! Okay, hang on. All right. What? Okay, so she needs Dane for the Krovlish, but I made sure Dane would be capable should you need him. Should he not choose to cross parapet this summer, if he follows in the footsteps of his father, you must find the strength to let your affection for him go. Okay, I got that. From Cordon, book passage to the Devil's Isle, you will be safe beyond the reach of magic there, and quietly seek the merchant Norelli Anselm. Take her the rarest item you possessed. Be sure it's truly exceptional to be given what you need. Do not send another in your stead. Should you travel under the banner of Navarre, beware of their king. He bears grudges and speaks only in profit. I'm sorry this falls to you, my brightest light. Trust only Mira. Love, Dad. I read the page over and over, committing it to memory, and even as my mind races, how would he have known the merchant in Devil's Isle? Seek the weapon, and he knew about Adarna, the rest of her kind. For the first time in my life, it draws on me that maybe I didn't know my father as well as I thought I did. Narlin Anselm. I rely the information Tarn and Adarna. Safe beyond the reach of magic, I ask them. Fold the parchment and hide it inside the book. There is no magic beyond the continent. This is why dragons remain, Tarn tells me. Why is it surprised the Irids left our shores? I know what it brings to us, Adarna adds. I have come to the same conclusion, Tarn growls, but do not wish to spend my time with nursery gossips. Do you truly think the Isles are our best chance of finding your kind, I ask? I think it's a better plan than flying north until we expire. Adarna answers, agreed. Tarn chimes in, if the captain is so convinced, then needs to split the squad in two. but will head for the Devil's Isle. Someone knocks. I startled and quickly locked the book and shove it under my pillow before crossing the door and opening it. Zayden stands at the threshold, his hands gripping the frame on both sides, his jacket unbuttoned and his head bowed. My immediate elation is slain by all logic. What are you doing? I whisper, trying to look past him to see if there's anyone in the hallway who could report him. Do you love him? The question is a low rumble of sound. Someone is going to see you. Jealous Zayden is fucking hilarious, yo. Do you love him? Zayden lifts his head and pins me with a look that borders feral. I have to know. I can handle it, but I have to know. Oh, for Mari's sake, I grab the lapels of his flight jacket, yank him into my room, and he flicks his wrist, shutting the door behind him. The loud click tells me he's locked it too. I was with Choden for years. Yeah, I picked up on that. His brow knits as he nods. I picked up on a lot of things, he was thinking. Ugh. I blink. That's not how you're signet. Do you love him? Repeats. Holy shit. My hands fall back from his jacket. You're actually jealous. Yes, love. I'm jealous. At least he's being honest with you. He splays his hands over the small of my back and tugs me slowly. I'm jealous of the armor that holds you where I can't. I feel the sheets on your bed that caress your skin every night and the blades that feel your hands. So when the prince of our realm walks into my classroom and starts talking to the woman I love, with what can only be considered intense familiarity, and then has the audacity to ask her out right in front of me, naturally, I'm going to get a little jealous. He wrings our body's flesh, and you put him into a wall. My hands skim the cold skin of his neck to cup his chilled cheeks. He's been outside for a while. I told you I would. His gaze bores into mine, and my pulse skips. Back in Arisha, remember? Right after I pulled you on my throne, spread those beautiful thighs. I slipped my thumb over his perfect mouth. I remember, and so does my body, which instantly heats. My head nips the pad of my thumb and my hand falls away. I told you I feel jealous, and then I'll kick his ass. I might have turned, but I'm still a man of my word when it comes to you. You're Zayden Royerson. I rise up on my toes and kiss him on his chin. Shadow Wielder. Another at his jaw. Duke of Trenendir. My mouth brushes his just beneath his earlobe. Love of my life. You have nothing to be jealous of. His hand flexes along my spine, then steps back, putting a few feet between us. Did you love him? Violet, you have to tell me. God damn! Oh my Jesus! The sharp edge of the desperation in his voice tells me, not in the way that I love you, I admit softly. He retreats until his ass hits my desk and stares at the floor. You loved him. Oh, boy. I was 18. I searched my memories trying to think of a better word to describe what I felt for Choden, but came up blank. We were only together about 7 months, a little before conscription day until after December. I was infatuation and enamored, and at the time, that rush of the utter beguilement was what I knew of love. So yes, I loved him. He grips the edge of the desk and his knuckles pale. Fuck, he's going with us. I caught that too. Yes, I get it. I crossed the distance between us. It's really hard for me to see you anywhere near Kat. I never loved Kat. Zayden whips his head. Sure, the idea of he swallows, like he might puke. Choden putting his hands on me makes me want to put him back into a wall, especially given the fact he can touch you and I can't, but knowing he's been there. Zayden puts his hands just beneath my collarbone, has me considering schmurder, so there's no chance of me worming his royal ass back in. He can't touch me. I lift my hands and press a kiss to the center of his calloused palm before putting it back above my heart and holding it there. This will only ever be yours. You could leave me or even me, Malik, and it still wouldn't be. I've made my peace with knowing there's no getting over you. He moves fast I've ever seen, and in a blink, his hands are on my ass, and I'm up against the chest. Stop me if I cross a line. That's the only warning he gives me before his mouth is on mine. He lays claim to every inch of my mouth like it's the first time with death's soulful flicks and plunges his tongue that devastate me in the best possible way. The second he surges forward, I can't bring myself to care why he's kissing me like tomorrow doesn't exist. The world tilts. I feel my bed beneath my back, and I only care that he never stops. We can't live right here, never taking a step further as long as he keeps his lips against mine. My hips arch up as he settles between my thighs, and the weight on him feels so goddamn good that I moan. Limiting ourselves to the kiss only makes it that much more intense, like some serious ass edging. Like we're both desperate to elicit every sensation possible in the simplest yet infinite complex connection of our mouths. Madness. This need between us is always the sweetest madness. He is the craving I never sate, the rush I'll never get enough of. Only him. Ooh, thank you for all the chilies. Thank you for all the gifts. I hook my ankles over the small of his back and kiss him with every ounce of my longing that's built within me over the last few weeks. He sucks my tongue into my mouth as I whimper as he flushes over my skin and ails my mind. I love you, he says against my mouth and rolls my hips. I love you. The confession ends on a gasp as I feel just how he is for me. His hands slip down my muscle back over the leathers of my flight jacket. I missed you. Violet, he groans, his hands capturing mine, pinning them above my head. No, not his hands. Shadows. My breath hitches. He holds me as more than willing captive while he kisses me over and over. A heady combination of urgency and demand paired with determined restraint. Ooh, got something new in the galaxy. Oh, thank y'all for the gifts. He slides his back and his fingers down my neck, and the goosebumps arise on my skin as pure. Electric needs runs the length of my body. Fuck, your skin is so damn soft. My only answer is a whimper, then a moan. When the caress is followed by his mouth, yes, my hands tug at their bonds, and I arch my neck for more. Still just a kiss. It was only a kiss. Sorry. Not to break it up. It's getting feral up in here. Getting feral. Mm-hmm. He works his way down my throat and grasps my hips, rolling away from me so quickly I almost go with it. I am left staring at the ceiling, grasping for breath, but at least he is in the same condition. Fuck, he throws his forearm over his eyes. Please have mercy and say something. Anything that distracts me from how goddamn good you feel in my own arms. I blink, trying to force my mind to function, and the soft bands of shadows retreat, freeing my wrists. My heartbeat slows just enough to allow logic to creep its way in. I shove my hands over the back under my pillow and keep from reaching his direction. The book. My dad left me a letter. He needs me to go to the Devil's Isle. His head whips to me, and I slowly turn mine, locking our eyes. Then we'll go. My body isn't big enough to contain how much I love this man. We'd have to go under pretense of searching for a Donner's kind, and I think that's what he's alerting to, but I could be wrong. I have to read the research. His brow furrows. You still think we should search the Isles, right? I nod. Then it seems we can accomplish 2 goals with 1 trip. I ghost my tongue over my swollen lower lip, searching the Isles, meaning we need an audience with the king, which requires leaving the wards to get an artifact the king of the Devil's Isles called in for helping Choden. So it's not that easy of a choice. It is, if my dad left me a letter. Jaden rolls up on his elbows. You can tell me all the ways it's going to be shitty, and I'll say, let's go. That gives that right there. When Zayden says that, like if my dad, and then you can tell me all the ways, that reminds me of, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was like, listen, we got to do something. Or no, it was, what's his name in Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner. I don't remember the movie, but they're like, hey, listen, we got to do something we don't even need to do. He's like, yeah, whose car we taking? That's that shit right there, right? That's that same energy. I love that. Let's go. Bet. I'm the friend you call. The artifact is in occupied territory. Oof. His face tightens. And if I ask you to stay behind, all the cozy and safe while I get it, I shake my head. Yeah, that's what I thought, he sighs. At least it will be a chance to evaluate how we function in a squad Grady has put together. When do you want to leave? As soon as possible. Quest squad missions. Oh, shit, son. We got some quest squad missions coming up. Woo! Woo. Yeah, fuck Grady. Grady is like a second lieutenant. Grady is, I mean, he's a captain. Yeah, Grady, he acts like a captain. He's very, very valid. Very, very, very valid. Very valid. Very, very valid. Hey, MJ, welcome, welcome. I didn't know when you got here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, we're gonna. Woo. All right, those were tonight's chapters. Very good, very good, very good. Quest 1, get the artifact. Quest 2, give the artifact to somebody else that wants the artifact. Like, what is about to happen? Is that what I understand is right? Just to make sure. So what I understand is right is they gotta go pick up the jewel, and then they gotta go say they're taking it to somebody, but then go take it to somebody else, right? That's what's gotta happen. Just to make sure. They're like pulling an ope-de-ope, right? Thank you for stopping by, MJ. I appreciate you when you were able to sneak in, just coming in. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Is that what I actually read though? Very mind fuel. They have to collect the citrine, trade it with discount tire in order to get it. The books. Yeah, get the artifact. Take the artifact to discount, right? Then discount's gonna give him some shit, and then they got to take that to the island. Oh, that's right. Yeah, discount's got to. Yeah, so they got to go get the jewel. Go to discount. Discount will make the meeting, but then they still have to give the jewel to Devil's Island, I thought. That's what it was. They wanted the jewel to talk. That was the price of talking. You're glad he got, okay. Okay, so I'm just, okay, cool. Yeah, get the jewel for the meeting to the chode. All right, cool. Devil's Island. Okay, so we got to go to Devil's Island to go to Barnes and Noble. Noble blood, royalty. They only can go royals. That's what we're going to a bookstore, y'all. They're going to the bookstore. Y'all realize that, right? They're going to a fucking bookstore. They're going to Barnes and Noble. That's all she's doing. She's taking them to Barnes and Noble. Tell me I'm wrong. Term says yes. Barnes and Noble it is. That's awesome. Book Inception. Ooh, Inception. That's a great movie. Barnes and Noble's, the Devil Island location. I love it. Can we get a map quest from there really quick? Can we go to Barnes and Noble? Can we get a map quest for the Devil's Island Barnes and Noble? See how long it takes us to get there. Oh, Mon showed up. Oh no, as soon as we finished. How long has Mon been here? Did she just get here? Like, she just gets here right when we leave, right? We'll not leave, but we're done. That's funny. Okay, those are some good ones tonight. Those are some good ones. I like that. What's next? Where is the boss lady? Where did the boss lady still inside? Hang on. Since Holden was put in the wall, that was awesome. So the next lives are, lives are all the way to 24, I believe. I think we have Wednesday. I think that's what we have planned. Okay, hang on. Okay. 20 minutes. Okay, you got to see the mustache. At least you got to see the mustache. Since Holden was in the... Okay, nice. Does Holden seriously... No, I don't think... Holden can't wait from where you're... I don't think Choden is going to get better. I don't think... He doesn't seem like... Choden doesn't seem like he's somebody that's going to get better. I don't think that. I don't think so. Liz, where are you? Liz, where's my adult? Liz, babe. Baby. All right. We got any questions for the evening? Sometimes people, exactly. Regarding Jack's signet? Ooh. Okay. Where's my adult? Hey, listen, I keep it real around here. She's dressed. She's getting dressed. You're getting dressed? New way to travel coming up. Oh, boom. Hang on. She said something. She's dressed. She's
always rushing me. I only got 2 hands.
how you doing? When are we? Is it tomorrow or Wednesday? We're going live.
You said Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Monday, Tuesday. We're doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So yeah, because it was all the way through chapters 24 were wanted live. I just wanted to verify. I wasn't because I know we had a T and a D. That's why I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. You look cute. Were you doing dress up? What's your little choker on? Oh, cool.
I'm so the crab.
So yes, we will be doing 3 chapters tomorrow. 3 chapters. Tomorrow's chapters will be 19, 20, 21. So tomorrow after we do our morning stuff, we do the kids to school and I do my chores. I'll be doing at a minimum 19, 20, 21 because that's it's like only 15 pages. So it won't be too bad. And then Wednesday we'll do 22, 23, 24, which is like 3, 4, and 4. And then, yeah.
Tuesday, are you doing evening or morning?
Evening. It's just like easier for evening. Yeah. So we're going to do them there. Your hair is amazing every single, right?
Thank you.
I'm telling you. So,
Crazy.
yes, we'll be going tomorrow. So Tuesday and Wednesday this week, we'll be doing those. And hopefully this will, I'll have like a 4:00 shadow tomorrow morning. So we'll get back there soon. Coming from someone who does it for what I see. Live wifey's. Oh, coming from someone who does hair for amazing. Yes. Time will be 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. She's a witch. She is a witch. So yes, tomorrow, 8 Central Standard Time. You should grow a stash like that for real. Oh, we got hats. Thank you for the hat. Thank you. Oh. Put the lip up. Hello. Hear me out. Fake lashes, lash glue tomorrow. The missing mustache. Oh, that's funny. Oh, hat and mustaches. Hero. That's hilarious. I'm sure we have it. Yes, Tuesday. Okay, hang on. I'm trying to look at all the comments really quick. Sorry, I think we missed some. DW said, hear me out. Fake lashes. Okay, Wednesday. What were you saying, DW? I can't find what you were asterisking. When my hair gets cut again, I need to get a haircut. It needs to be, it's all funky right now. I'm sorry?
Yeah, she said her last client might have to listen tomorrow.
Oh, Lord. That's funny.
I hope your client comes back.
Yeah, for real. Listen, I appreciate everybody that likes and shares, but remember what I said. When you share my stories, well, my retelling of the stories with everybody, you're sharing a little world. We'll put it in the salon. Wild. You are sure you want to do your customers to that?
We're back to the salon days.
Oh, the salon days. Oh,
guys,
God. More
he
lore.
Grew up in
Stop.
a salon.
Yeah, I did.
His mom had her own beauty salon, and that's where he had to go after school.
Look, I can talk acrylic nails.
He can.
Know all that stuff. Anyway, we'll have that. That'll be another brunch conversation. We'll talk. Well, that'll be another brunch conversation. Ha ha ha. Random, but have you ever gotten something spoiled and not told us? Hang on. Oh, let me go back. Random, but have you ever gotten something spoiled and not told you? The only thing, yeah, the only thing somebody got spoiled on, was, okay, this is a Throne of Glass spoiler. So if you haven't read Throne of Glass, sorry, I'll give 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You already did it, but it was Queen of Shadows. Somebody in the comments gave the King of Adolin's name 1 day prior. They thought I was a chapter ahead, and then they put it. That was so far. That's been the only spoiler I've had that I've seen. Now I believe in the comments, like in here, like but y'all have corrected it, so y'all have saved me. But that's the only one I can honestly say. I don't think I've been spoiled. I've been so lucky. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. There's yeah, if I can remember correctly, that was the spoiler that I got ruined on, was his name. I think that was in Queen of Shadows, right? Yeah, that was in Queen of Shadows, the last conversation. So that was the spoiler. So, a mustache, that is crazy. My kid did a good job on that one, didn't she? The bigger one, much better on the big one. I didn't feel like a bad guy. Much gooder. So yes, that is the only spoiler. Because believe it or not, Vega, once this started in like I started to read ACOTAR, I really didn't. I answered the comments because people like commented, but I didn't really pay too much attention. And then I have avoided looking things up. People have like listed and send me anything. And I wasn't on that side of TikTok yet, so I didn't get any of the spoilers. And then I refused to search anything. So I don't search it. If something comes up, I would just swipe. I wouldn't even let the videos stay on my lives, or my feed long enough, because I didn't want to be spoiled. And then now I will say this much. I believe Sean has done it once. Mon has done it once. I think P's got me twice. And DW, I have been tagged in comments that say, "Wise, don't read this, it's bad." And so this, it's bad. And so that. Oh, are we back? All right, sorry, we're here. Ooh, hopefully we're back. I don't know. My kid just flipped the screen. Okay, yeah, we're back. Sorry. The plug got wiggly. Sorry. But yeah, so that was it. Yeah. Woo. So that yeah, those are the only times I've been spoiled, was that, and y'all have saved me. So that one. But CDW, I didn't even see your spoiler. Like you said, you dropped a spoiler, and I don't even remember that. So there was that. And I guess if you want to call it a spoiler, I guess when I was about to do Assassin's Blade, everyone was like, "Oh, what do you think about Sam? What do you think about Sam?" So I kind of knew something was going to happen to him, especially since I did read it third. You kind of knew what was happening, but before I had read it, everybody's like, "Oh, Sam." I'm like, "Well, what are you talking about?" But that really wasn't a spoiler. You know what I mean? So, like I was supposed to. Hey, I loved it third. To each their own. It's the proper way. Anyway, I'm not going to go there. Mirror and Fourth Wing DW. Yeah, see, I don't even remember it. That's how you don't even have to worry about it. And so we're good. And then, yeah. Like, and the one thing is and now that I say this, watch, it'll start happening. I haven't seen anything on the Ashen series, which is next. And again, like I refuse to look anything up at it, so I don't want it to get in my feed. So that one's going to be fun. The most I've seen on that one is as I saw the first page when P made a video about it when she was doing her reread, and no joke, I saw the first names in the first words in there are some dude's names, like Norvik Schlorgenfrog or something. And I'm like, what the fuck are we getting into already? That was it. So, and I'm like, I just stopped after the first two words. So there we go. But yeah, I am Sam Cortland and I will not be afraid. Exactly. Sam was, you finished Dawn of the North. That's book 1, right? Dawn of the North is book 1. So that's the one I'm still waiting on. It won't be here until the 14th through 28th. So we are rating. We're reading the Ashen series next, MJ. The Ashen series. I don't have book 1 here yet with us, but I do have 2, 3, 2.5, and then 4 after we get rid. Once I'm almost there, but this is the the Ashen series. Very little baby book. It's a little baby book. So there's the cover, Kingdom of Claw, and then Dawn of the North. I guess that's book 3. So it's book 2. Okay, yeah, Dawn of the North, book 2. So I don't know much about it. All I know, it is a fantasy Norse Viking based. That's all I know. If you really want it, I'm sorry, I'm going to name drop here. P, this is her favorite series. So P the Reader, she has videos on her page, and I'm sure if you just ask her, she will be, if you're into that. But again, until I open it, I don't want to know nothing about it except that dude's name, which I'm going to butcher at some point, I'm sure. So, but that is our next series. That's the next series after we finish. We got that much left. So, excuse me. But yeah, that's it. Wow, y'all got to, here. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to even say it. Anyway, I just want to say y'all are 69K likes. Y'all are amazing. Amazing. All right. We got about 5 minutes before I'm going to end this. Do we have anything else before? And don't forget, we will be here tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, doing this again with the next 3 chapters. Hope everybody will be able to join us then. Just getting the first 2 books on. Nice. DW, tomorrow and Wednesday. 3 nights in a row. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Woohoo, yeah. Heck yeah, Miss Jones, that's awesome. Yeah, 3 nights in a row. I know, we're going crazy, right? And then, yes. And then we'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week. And then we'll do brunch again on Sunday. Because Saturday, we are going to a Valentine's or Ren Fest. Ooh, it's going to be fun. We'll definitely have some pictures for y'all. So, there we go. I think Ashen's going to be fun. Excuse me. I think a lot of people are going to be reading it for the first. 70K. Great job, y'all. Y'all hit 70K. I think we have like 4 or 5 people that are going to be reading Ashen along with me. So we're going to y'all probably read a little faster than me, but it'll be so fun to read a series with y'all. It'll be like our thing, the first series, because everybody else has already read all these. So y'all know what's coming. So we get to experience them together. So I'm excited. And I keep telling P, I hope my reenactment, my retellings do it justice. Can y'all believe I started a book club? I just want to say, whatever happens, I'm glad y'all have made friends with each other and get to y'all, because I don't know. Has anybody in this little group, did anybody in this little group know, were y'all friends? Because I've seen some people and other people that does reviews and comments and stuff, but I never see anybody having conversations. Now I see y'all out in the wild every once in a while. Did anybody know each other before my little weird ass came along? You found me through Mon. Okay. Nope, didn't know anyone. Nice. Hell yeah, I connected people. That's awesome. Hell yeah. That's freaking awesome. We were all strangers. Cool. I've seen some others. Okay, of course, Sean's around. Nice. I like it, though. I've never met other people before this. That's freaking epic. This is awesome. Heck yeah, this is so cool. So cool. Deadass, that's seriously, no matter what, it never goes anywhere else. The 30 or 40 of us that are here, fucking awesome. This is fucking great. Deadass. So cool. Throwing a glass, awesome, Miss Jones. Thank you for being here. And everybody coming around. A little fucking book club. All because Liz asked me I wanted to read what was supposed to be a schmutty, little spicy book, but ended up being a fucking badass. Yeah. I swear those books are misrepresented. Thank you, Liz. Yeah. They're all saying thank you, Liz.
You're welcome.
The Wise Quest Squad! Quest Book Club! I love it. We should meet up one day at a con or something. We're going. Listen, one day we will. One day we will. One day we will. That's going to happen. One day. All hail Liz. I will. I will definitely take care of that. One day we're all gonna meet up for a con or a freaking a Renfest or something, and we'll just have a freaking blast. We'll take over the place. It'll be great. Or oh yeah, one of those fae balls or a retreat. Ooh, we could get a cabin in the woods and just read stories all day. A bookish. There you go. A bookish retreat. We're gonna work on that. I like it. I freaking like it. Yes. Yes. Matter of fact, if y'all remember Ruxy, I know she lives in Europe, but her and her friends just did that. They literally just did that with the wood in the cabins in the snow. A big ass, I don't know if they have Airbnbs over there, but they just did that. Cabin in the woods. What could go wrong? A cabin in the woods, what could possibly go wrong? Possibly in the winter, right? It's my dream to meet a bunch of strangers at the cabin in the middle of the woods. I would do my best to keep everybody safe. Mom wants us to go to Australia, but I would be better off in the woods with a bear than I would in Australia in a spider. I'm sorry. I would rather fight a bear than a spider. Live near the Appalachian Trail. Oh, girl, Belle, I've seen them movies, Belle. Right? Emily's with me. I choose a bear. I choose a bear over a spider. But koalas are cool. And sloths are cool too. But if you leave the AC on and you go on vacation, you come back with spiders in your house. I'm just saying. Smoky Mountains. As long as it's not the hills have eyes, we'll figure it out. We're going to work on it. We're going to add that in the notes or the plans list. We're going to give it some time, and it's going to happen. The Australian, look, I was in the military 20 years, and I don't even want to fight the Australian wilds. What you talking about, Willis? Heck no.
Yeah, Willis.
If I read Harry Potter, then we could go to... Oh, hang on, Harry Potter. What does it say?
Don't say that word around me.
Harry Potter in Florida. I'm like 2 hours from the Ozarks. Ooh, that could be fun. Koalas have chlamydia. Ooh, well, chlamydia is better than cholera. And there's a movie called Love in the Time of Cholera that I don't ever want to watch again. Koalas have FTDs and they sound... That's hilarious. Bugs, period. Or trench foot. They're giving me my life story again. Like, what is happening here?
Did you ever get trench foot?
Huh?
Did you ever get trench foot?
No, but I've had seriously blood blisters on my foot from rucking 24 miles in the rain up and down the hills of fucking Germany.
Youch!
Yeah, it sucks ass. But yeah, Diagon Alley. That's hilarious. Diagon Alley! Well, I'll say it right. I will not teleport us anywhere. All right, my voices. With that note, we're gonna end it there. I hope everyone will join us tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, for another wise reading of Onyx Storm, chapters 19 to 21. A Twisted List production.
You're the twisted list.
Later, my friends. Until then, good night and farewell. All right, fam. Until next time, see your voices. All right, everyone.
Make him say bye.
Tarn says good night. And sleep tight. And remember, that's the way your mother likes it, Rebecca. All right. We'll see y'all tomorrow, folks. Until next time. Good night. Ah, the book's falling. I gotta hit the button. All right, everyone. Until next time. Hit the button. Ooh, we could add. Ooh, is there one more follower? We would earn 3 more cents. Fancy.